Ta-da-ta-ta. It's us. Thank you.
Yes.
Fucking leedle. That's the vibe you've come to expect at this point, I'm sure. Everyone was tuning in, so thank you for that.
I need you to know you peaked so hard it cut out.
Good, I'm glad. Hopefully on my end it didn't, because my recording stuff tends to not cut me out quite as much as Discord does. But obviously for all y'all watching, it's been the same amount of time as normal because that's what a backlog is for. But for us, it's been a little bit. It's been about a month since our last session, so we are a little raw at the moment. So this is gonna go great when we get to our recap. But I'll pray for your guys. I'll pray for you dearly. And with leading up to that, let's actually get rolling, get a show on the road, so we can get to playing and all that goodness. Of course, we have all the things down in the description. People that you can check out for maps that help make the show that it is. Tom Cartos, Czepeku, friend of the show, Caesar Volpe, and others. As time goes on, there will be things added to the list. But for now, those are the ones. As for actual, other assets that you are, in fact, listening to right now, with the music that's going on, it's brought to us by our very own Chloe. So say hello.
Hi, I'm Chloe. You will know me here as Lane, the player of Lane. I can say her name right, Lane. And her.
You've decidedly proven that you can say your own character's name. Very proud of you.
I was saying Lane instead of Lane.
That makes a difference.
It makes a difference. And I have a really itchy eyeball right now, so forgive me.
I've been advocating to remove it, honestly.
I will end you. And her freaky little bird Haro. Yeah, and I'm a witch. This is good stuff. I make art and music, and I'm gay.
I mean,
So, yeah. That's about everything you need to know about me.
Then moving down the line, speaking of being gay, how's it going, Toto?
Oh, me?
Mm.
Yeah, that's true. I am gay also.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing well. I had a charity stream last weekend.
Yeah, I saw that went pretty well.
For a while, yeah. But yes, hello, I'm Dr. Drtotohex, the smartest science turtle in your ocean on Echelon. I'm a turtle VTuber. Yay!
Wait!
And I play Shangsui, and she's a head in a ball, and she took some gold that I don't know if she was supposed to. Some of it she earned, and some of it she took from this creepy skeleton hand or something.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Definitely
right?
not weird.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not gonna have any consequences ever at any point.
Yeah, no. How could it? Consequences in my game?
What's
No.
that? Speaking of consequences of actions, hey, Evie, what's up?
Hi. I don't know what that means, but I'm scared. Hi.
Yeah, it's
I'm
more
Evie.
appropriate for your other character, but let's ascribe it to you.
Yeah.
What did you do?
That works too. You'll have to find out. Sirens blaring outside. Hi, I'm Evie. I play V. I'm also gay.
This is a common trend.
I don't do anything. I'm relaxing now that I'm done with school as the impending doom of job looms closer. But that's it. That's all I got.
Well, speaking of impending doom, what's up, Konnie?
Yeah, that does feel about right. Hi, I'm Konnie, or konkonvtube, which is the name that you can find me on all the platforms where it matters. So, I guess Twitter, technically, that is also true, but that's not a platform that matters, so...
It doesn't matter, but you are there.
Yeah, but Twitch and there's other ones, but I can't remember them right now.
Babbling. They'll be in the description.
They'll be somewhere.
I'll make sure of that.
Magical Bat VTuber who is currently making plans for when I return to streaming. It will be a little bit later than initially thought, but I'm aiming for no later than Halloween.
You'll do
And you
it.
can finally finish Bug Snacks.
Yeah, I'm gonna get. And I play Arla, who
Bunger.
I joke is significantly older than she actually is.
She
You
is.
do. It's really funny.
She is
who-
of not atypical age, but she is grandma.
Not quite middle-aged yet, but like sneaking up on it.
Mhm.
But that's grandma. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the hair.
She's a thaumaturge, and her entire gag is that thing of, handing your weapons over, and then just keep pulling more weapons out of places that nobody can understand where they came from.
Mm-hmm. I think I posted in memes the other day a delightful thaumaturge, but it had very akin vibes to the way that Arla fights with the random bullshit go style of an awakened crow thaumaturge, which just collects random trinkets and shinies and just believes that they're the weaknesses of creatures. Like, this is the pudding wrapper of Sarenrae. It allows me to destroy the undeads of Asmodeus, but he just believes it and it works. Very random bullshit go for Arla.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I try to make it make sense.
Yeah.
I can't promise it will.
It's as long as you're getting close. The important thing is that you use the ability, not that you know what you're doing. It works. It just works.
It's Todd Howard.
God coward, praise be.
Right.
But yeah, of course, next on the list would normally be the wonderful Miselia, but they are unable to make it today, so they'll be hanging out next session. Big thumbs up. And then there is me also. You obviously already know where to find me. You did it already. Good job. Very proud of you. I don't need to shout that out too much for here, but on the Twitch side of things, you can usually find me doing something on Fridays, typically with Mex, sometimes with friend of the show, Caesar Volpe. Twitch will be down below. And I also run a regular weekly live show for Pathfinder as well, which has been going good. I'd say what day it is, but scheduling's a nightmare, and people are hard to schedule with. So the day's been bouncing around a little bit, and whatever I say will be incorrect by the time this airs. So, it happens weekly. That's all you need to know. Keep an eye out. It'll be there. Yeah, that's all the pre-show preamble. So to move into things proper, is there a volunteer for our recap of the last session before we get things rolling? Of course, in exchange for 1 bonus hero point come the start of the game.
Remember when we used to prepare in-character recaps?
That was nice.
I do have much that I can use, though.
I'd like to get back to doing the in-character recaps. So it kind of like we had Babs have to draw out for health reasons, and we all just kind of were just like, no, and stopped.
Hey, I did it once. I did it once in that time.
You did do it once, and it was very nice.
I can do it though.
Yeah, Konnie!
I believe we had sort of started up very shortly after Shang Sui had picked up the mysterious skeleton coins that are definitely not going to come and bite us in the ass at some point. Although good for Shang Sui, she has no ass that we're aware of.
Wow. Oh,
that we're aware of.
No.
I don't know. Maybe she's lying about having one.
Me be double caked up. We just have no idea.
I'll have you know I had the fattest ass ever.
But we, because we were, I don't remember where exactly we were trying to go. I know we had a location.
Where we get? Oh god, there's too many B's in all these campaigns.
Bruum. There is in fact the other game is also currently focused around city with B name 2 syllables location right now, so.
Oh, yeah, okay, I do see, yeah. So we were heading to Broome, and on the way, I remember we, I believe it was Saki discovered a dwarf digging holes.
He was
Hit
a
the
dwarf
ground.
when he was digging a hole.
His name was Derek. That's what I have written down, but spelt fantasy and not like the like not like the person name.
More Darach.
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 Derek.
Derek.
Derek works too.
But he was like seemingly obsessively just digging, looking for something, and it was discovered that he was charmed. And after all of us took turns trying to domesticate this character, we discovered that it was likely from hags. That's because Arla thinks it felt familiar. We found out that he was on a job prior to this. Like his last memory was like meeting up with his team, and then they went out on a job. He can't find his team. We were given the name of the leader of the group. They were hired by the Ember Mining Company to find by a fancy man. And it was implied that they were maybe looking for some kind of gnomish construct. I believe it was gnomish, but I don't 100% remember because I didn't write that part down.
Gnomish would be correct. Ancient gnomish automaton in the form of a man, which they believe should be down around here somewhere.
Al immediately thought about the automaton at the gravesite and didn't say anything about it. And then we kept going, basically. And we stopped.
I do believe the party did kind of put together in amongst their own heads. I don't think they talked about it really, but they did kind of think and realize like it's probably a similar idea, but the thing by the gravesite was certainly much more like mindless.
Yeah, it probably
and
wasn't what
orders.
he was looking for.
But not far off in concept.
Yeah. But we were like, okay, cool. We'll try to find your friends, and then we kept going, and we ended up in Dildreli. That's how it's spelt in my notes, so that's how I'm going to say it, which is a small shanty town in the bog. The rain smelt bad because there was probably gases, and we found out that there was a string of disappearances. And I just have the note, replacing shopkeepers, with no further... with no further extrapolation, so I don't remember exactly.
Does anyone want to elaborate on that point?
Replace. They were like shopkeepers were going missing, and they were coming back charmed. I can't remember actually.
Like, they were coming back different, but I don't remember how.
Yeah, and then there was like a strange mist of the town, right? Or fog.
The rain was you realized at some point kind of brought by magic. The rain itself wasn't magical, but it was being forced here. But you also the order of operations is slightly wrong in that shopkeepers were starting to act slightly different, and then after that disappearing, and a different one would start acting differently.
Oh.
Okay.
And Arla thought that it was possible that it was other changelings, but that we don't know for certain.
She was also just a little cagey about that with the party.
Yeah, definitely was not talking about anything. I was definitely trying to avoid as much questioning as possible.
And yeah, the innkeep in town, an elderly woman, kind of bade you look into things because she herself is quite certain that people aren't disappearing, they're being murdered. She doesn't seem to have much proof, but she seemed to be certainly quite convinced of this fact, and asked you to look into it because there's only 2 storekeeps left in town. Herself and the general storekeep.
Plot twist, it's her murdering people because she doesn't want competition.
But then there'd be like a. Oh no.
Don't worry about my logic.
Okay, I still, for some reason, have the word replace floating around in my brain, and that's changing how I'm understanding things. And then, if I remember correctly, the party was basically sort of debating what we were going to do next.
Little bit. You're having a little bit of a hushed conversation and about what you were gonna get up to. Of course, V has made their luck roll of the night. Let's see the rest of them, huh?
Oh yeah, shit, thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
I feel like it's been like 9 years since I've played Pathfinder, and it's just not true.
I know.
Felt like a week ago.
I know!
Ooh,
Oh.
not bad.
Wait, V and Lane both
Flat
got
200.
169. Wow.
Wow.
Me, I only got 1 crit, and it was a fail!
Well, y'all did
Fails are
average
still
and
crit,
under,
you know?
but that's all right because I rolled better than you. So don't worry about it.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna embroider crit fails are still crits on a pillow. That's such a good line.
Yeah,
Good
put in
luck,
the
bad
quote.
luck. It's all luck to
Yeah.
me, baby.
Exactly.
Bad luck is still luck.
Mm-hmm.
It just got super cloudy out. Oh my gosh.
It was
Well.
me, my gift arrived.
Thanks.
As it does get cloudy out for you, we will move over to the town's map. Because,
Thanks, good segue.
time is indeed
Am I gonna be
quite
the next
rainy.
replaced shopkeeper? The rain is coming in. I'm gonna get replaced.
as we are
Ooh,
up here,
that's
top
amazing.
left of the map, as it is
Ooh.
coming down, pouring here in Dildreli. And
So I'm
center-
assuming, will Saki just like stay in the inn while we go explore?
We'll stay in the inn, help investigate, as a air quotes, Final Fantasy party style, just hanging out in someone's pocket.
When you have too many characters for your
Mm.
party to go out adventuring, but they all still act like they were there.
Yeah.
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 There's just a tiny, tiny miniature Saki inside Shangshui's ball with her, just 1 inch tall.
What? Not even Shangshui knows how she got there.
No.
Yeah, I'm not.
Somehow we managed to get Saki
Sure.
in the bag of holding.
Mm.
We just figured it out.
Saki walks up. Shangshui, this is a miniature version of me. I want you to have it.
Why me?
I don't really
I
want
literally
this.
have nowhere to hold this.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was that a Smiling Friends reference?
It was.
Okay. I picked that up a little too late.
You got it though. But yeah, as I've got you guys all here. There's no need for the lighting walls on this map, so let me just get rid of those because we really don't need them on this one. They are not. Oh, that was drawing an extra one, not getting rid of them. Goodness me. There we go. Now you can see a little better around town. The actual inn, of course, not everything's quite true to size, right? But this building here that you're right next to is the inn tap house, boarding hall. Small building, but larger, for the scale of the town itself. And yeah, are of course still in there, not necessarily just all bunched up outside in the pouring rain right now, right? But for purposes of the map, that's just where I've got you standing. We can just do this. That's fine. Yeah. As was mentioned, the party was kind of talking amongst themselves, kind of quiet, discussing what their next step might be here.
We burn the town to the ground. It's just that simple.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really good plan. Unfortunately, the rain, it's really wet.
We
Dang it.
Gasoline.
Yeah, no saving it. Just destroy.
Sorry.
Mhm.
I genuinely don't know.
Mhm.
My brain's it's been a bit, so my brain needs to gotta dip it in the roleplay juice a few times.
Yeah. Guys do kind of notice, but like, people are kind of like giving you weird looks. Kind of have been since you showed up in town a little bit. It's not like they're like not willing to speak to you or anything like that. It's just like this like weird air of like.
What time
Bleh.
of day is it?
It's later in the day. It's certainly like early evening kind of.
Have we stayed here for the night yet, or are we just kind of walking out like right after we came in?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
I can't remember if we'd stayed here for the night yet.
I
You have
don't
not
think
stayed here
so.
for the night, no.
Definitely not.
So, do we perhaps want to either retire to our rooms for the night, or maybe walk around and see if we can gather information? Or do we want to do that in the morning when the rain's probably not stopped?
My hope would be at the very least that during the day it would be maybe less dark, but we should maybe find out when the attacks have been happening before we decide to go into unconsciousness for an extended period of time.
I like your brand of thought. I don't know what words are. I've never spoken a lick of English
Yeah.
a day in my life.
I would feel better if we rested for the night.
What if the rain is going to take someone away while we're sleeping?
Then I guess we'll have to live with it because I'm not going to be much good. I'm tired out.
Well, we're not going to go get into fights. We just walk around the town a bit, sightsee, quote unquote, and ask some questions.
And there wasn't any fights earlier in the day. All resources are full.
That
Don't worry
too.
about it.
That too.
God
Response to God.
God says we're good. We're Gucci.
Yeah, you have
Oh,
all your
God.
spells, all your health.
Listen,
God
I just
says
don't
we're
want
here
to
to
walk
take your
around
person.
while I'm
Okay.
literally a giant walking money ball, okay?
Mhm.
I don't feel
But if you'd
comfortable.
like to go, well, I wouldn't recommend.
All it would take is one good hit with a hammer to break open the piggy bank.
Why did you put it in the bowl?
Where else am I supposed to put it?
Would you like me to put
If
it
you
in?
were keeping your money otherwise!
Would you like me to put it in my coin purse? I'm not going to take it. I have no interest in your money. But so you don't look like a rolling piggy bank.
No.
Okay.
No thanks.
Do you want to
Oh,
stay
hold on.
here then? Do you want to stay here then while we go about? Because
Hold
it seems everybody else is more.
Shangshui, are you telling me that this entire time that I have seen you floating around with, as far as I could tell, no money inside the bowl, you've just not had money on you at all? Because I find that very hard to believe.
I've had money in the bowl, you just couldn't see it under my hair, okay?
It's all like braided in and
Arla, like, leans, kind of tries to get, like, a good angle.
I roll my eyes at you.
She's
Oh,
just gonna accept that maybe that is a possibility and not question it further.
I for one would like to walk around for a bit, ask some questions.
If you want to stay here, Shamsway, you're welcome to.
And leave me here alone? Not a chance.
You can have Fluffy if you really must.
Okay, fine, I'll go. God.
Wait.
you just-
Lane looks at V like she's trying not to commit glass-shattering murder.
Would it even kill her? We don't know!
hard to tell. But yeah, you can certainly go ask about people in town and have a little chit chat around. Is there a specific like group or type of person or individual specifically you might be interested in chatting to, or just kind of rumor mongering?
I feel like if we were going to chase down a lead, it would be to, like, maybe head towards one of the, like, shopkeepers that replaced someone, but...
Is that a cave up to the north?
It's more just like a stone fixture at the kind of north end of town that
Okay.
some of the kind of built up like wooden walkways are kind of attached into. Looks like it might be currently, or maybe back in the day, some sort of old ritual site, but it is certainly
It's
old.
closed off. Yeah.
It doesn't
can't
mean that
be
it's,
back
you know, not, you know, in use. The rest of his town is also old and in disrepair, but, you know.
Too.
Did you just say me too?
Yes.
Old in disrepair.
God, I relate to that especially today. My neck has been bad since last night.
I'm so sorry.
Your neck. Oh my god.
Mhm.
You're
Yes,
supposed to say
Shankly
everything.
doesn't
My
even have
bad.
one.
Shangsui doesn't care where we go because she just wants to stick with the party because she doesn't feel safe
Mhm.
staying alone.
So she's like putting up like a
Yeah,
face
she's
that
putting
she
up with
wants
it.
to
She's
go with you guys.
pouty.
Yeah.
I guess we'll look out. Like, yeah, we can talk to one of the shopkeepers, but we should try to keep it on the DL. So in case they are like, I don't know, part of like a collective hive mind or something, we aren't alerting anybody.
Are there like near the storefronts, would there be like regulars or like people like sitting outside the shop, or like people kind of around the storefronts that have been made?
Again, for clarity's sake, what the party had learned last time was that shopkeepers individually were starting to act weird
And then going
and
missing,
then
right?
disappearing after a
Blame
couple-
Connie,
a couple
not me.
days.
No, I was
And-
implying the people who come in after that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I was implying.
Oh, okay.
There
I did not make clear.
yeah, there hasn't like some of the, you know, people in town have taken over the jobs of some of the stores. Certainly not all of them. It sounds like it's all been kind of recent and people are kind of at a bit of a loss. As for your knowledge base, the two like original shopkeepers that are still in town, as far as you're aware at least, are the old tavern keep woman who you've spoken to, and the person in the general store.
Okay.
Of course,
talked to
as
that in the
mentioned,
general
there might
store.
be a couple other stores that are kind of trying to reopen with new heads. But you know,
So sweet. You're perfect timing.
New heads.
How dare you? Oh, so the old head isn't good enough, so you all are looking for the new heads. I see how it is.
I was gonna recommend you for the job, but I guess not. I guess we could we could go find the guy who did the general store,
Mhm.
who runs the general store, and also just kind of keep an eye out for anybody, I don't know, acting speeds or just, I don't know.
Being
Keep an eye out
shifty.
for anything that the god says I should pay attention to.
yeah, no, for sure. If you that words.
Yeah.
If that's the kind of first order of business, of course we can go ahead down to the general store and see what's going on down that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, with your purpose in mind, I can move the party on over that way. Nothing in particular does like jump out at you as like getting in your way on your way there, but I will take a perception check from y'all, just to, you know, as you mentioned, you're kind of keeping your eyes open. As anyone at once. That was initiative. Sorry. It is technically same like bonus, right? But 17, 11, 16.
I'm trying to find it. I'm just
It
blind.
is on the left.
It's on the left. It's
Oh,
above.
right there.
Mhm. Let me just roll this so I can clear you from the order here. There. And hey, 23. Or no, you that's your second roll. So you have the same bonus there, so 17, which is still solid. 12, 16. Yeah. Then, yeah, this would be more something that Shang Sui would be picking up on. V a little bit as well, but not quite as acutely. You're a little more distracted with the rain. It's not like anyone's like trying to like give you guys like a cold shoulder or anything as you like walk by these huts and houses, but there is certainly like this kind of initial like look of like ugh almost that you're kind of picking up on. Everyone kind of notices people looking at you, but you're kind of seeing this as like more guttural than just like small town suspicion necessarily, and does seem a little more directed towards it's directed to kind of generally all of you, but more towards V and Lane.
Oh.
Can I use a society check to see what's going on?
This is still more perception, because that's like the insight roll. Society is more for like knowing about societies, rather than like the what these people might be thinking. But I'd be happy to take like a follow-up perception.
Can I roll another one too?
Yeah, you're picking up on it as well, so yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sometimes I notices something and just kind of shrugs and is like,
yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, he's like, well, they don't seem to like us, but mostly
most people probably don't,
these two.
So.
And you're like, no big deal. Nothing weird here. You're definitely like, it's something, and maybe it's like almost you feel bad for thinking this, but it's one of the things that kind of makes sense to you, because like at first you think like, oh well, we're the two that are like, nobles, but then you kind of give yourself a look over and you're not dressed like poorly, certainly, but you're not dressed like a noble woman either. You're wearing like a fur raiment and like traveler's attire. Maybe it's a little nicer than what some people could afford, but it doesn't indicate station, so you don't think that's probably what it is. And you're like trying to come up with like any common ground here between you guys, and all you're coming up with, and again, you maybe feel kind of bad for assuming this, because it's kind of like, well, that's not nice to assume that these people are not nice, but all you can come up with, based on the way they're looking at you and the way it's directed at the two of you, that you are both young to young appearing, fairly good looking women that aren't in a weird ball and covered up, and that's it.
O'Hara's not getting any weird looks then?
O'Hara would be getting some, but I'm focusing on the player characters, right?
Okay.
Interesting. V would
They're
kind of
gonna
like,
kill us in the night and take our flesh!
V would be like trying to do that thing when you're like walking in like a place you're not familiar with, but has kind of a bad vibe, where she's like trying to look a little angry, just to kind of get people off her back.
Yeah, and again, but look isn't like aggressive. You're not picking up like bloodlust or anything weird like that. It's just like they see you from where we're sitting in the shelter from the rain and just like kind of turn their nose. Just, ugh.
Attractive people. That's odd.
Ew.
E-girls. Gross.
I bet they're VTubers.
Oh my god, neither of us are. That's the funny part of everybody here. Yeah.
I was gonna say, of all of us.
Yeah. It's the people who aren't VTubers.
Incredible.
Yeah, Lane doesn't notice that she just
Blissfully unaware. And yeah, you again, unimpeded, do make your way down to the general store. I'll move y'all across town. You, of course, take the long way and don't swim through the bog, but, you know.
Aww.
Oh, I wanted to swim in the bog.
Wanted to swim in the definitely corpse-infested cursed water.
Can I inspect the water, actually?
For sure, that'd probably be well, you're probably trying to see if it's like, you know, following up on the curse infested or corpse infested kind of thing that was mentioned. So
Or I'll do it later. Let's have the rest of the party do that, and then I'll probably just like
But I have a question.
forward and go.
If Shangshui were to roll into the water, would she drown?
Well, you have to find out.
look around and find out. Yeet! No, I'm
Just
kidding.
pick her up, like hold her.
Excuse me?
Just see
What do I
happens.
look like, a beach ball?
A little bit, yeah. Same shape.
I just realized we need. I guess we really needed a Prince Mech for this group, so we've also like. Toto, Shangshui.
Mhm.
I'm so sorry, Shangshui.
It's for science.
It's for science.
For science. Let's drown you for
I
science.
cast-
Don't worry, we'll
I
pull you back out before too long.
Balls are tight,
I'll
right?
cast telekinetic hand. I can just
Pick you back
like a claw game. Just
Oh my god.
Wait, what? Okay, if you were falling in the water, could you cast if you were the one falling in the water, could you cast telekinetic hand to save yourself, or does it not work like that?
probably not.
It can't
Not yet.
carry all that much, but
Yeah, and it doesn't like pull you towards the
Yeah.
hand; it pulls the hand towards you, right?
yeah.
So-
Anyways, what the fuck do I need to roll to check out this bog?
If you are kind of giving a glance down to the bog, it'll take you like a minute or so to walk down to the general store across the walkways. So that I would say this is more nature than anything else. Although I would accept medicine as well if at a different DC, potentially different information.
You're good.
Yeah.
So, Shangshui, of course, you can make a roll yourself because you mentioned wanting to. Ooh, fantastic! 7.
Yay!
It's about time Shangshui rolled low.
It may be the first time it's happened.
No, I really rolled other times before.
It's just like WoW combat Shangshui. That's where she fucking blows up.
It's wild too, because like her primary weapon is a tent pole. But...
Yeah, it's a damn effective tent pole. Do you see how many fucking random bits of wood are here in town? I think she might be invincible. This is her
Yeah,
prime.
I know.
Oh
Mhm.
shoot.
The fucking title card swaps up.
It's also
Like,
because, though,
always
it's
sunny.
also because like
The
the
da-
front line has been doing a good job of like
Yeah,
keeping people
no,
off
exactly.
Shangshui because she's will pop a bubble.
The gang finds Shangshui's corpse.
Well, the head of Shangshui's corpse,
Mhm,
but it's still her corpse.
mhm, mhm.
That's all we have of her, so that is her corpse.
As
Yeah.
far as we need to know. But yeah,
The remains of her remains. Okay, I'm done.
Unfortunately, 7 is not a particularly high roll. As looking in down at the bog, trying to see if there's anything like strange about it. Yeah, color's wrong. Should be a deeper shade, for sure.
Interesting.
For sure. Lane definitely picks up that there is. It's more of a smell that you kind of pick up on with your kind of knowledge of medicine, your knowledge of this sort of stuff. It's kind of even through the rain, this very slight, rank, fetid aroma. It's not one
The
you've
body.
smelt in Well, you know, about a week. Certainly the smell of bodies. Ones that are not doing well.
Bog bodies. Bugdies.
What do you think is...
Bugdies. Nuts.
Yeah, you know.
I can't believe that you said
I'm
what I
leaving.
was thinking.
And you know, I'd dare to give you a bit more information there, but I don't think that's quite as much a medicine role as it would have been more illuminating had there been better nature. So we move on.
Yeah, Lane's just gonna grimace at the bog and just... She'll wait, she'll tell everybody when they get back to the hotel. I'm putting a pin in that. Like, that is a thing I plan to do. If I forget, shake me violently until my brain starts to rattle around, and then I'll remember.
Rattle, rattle.
I have
Sounds like a walnut.
so much. Oh my god. I have so much I have to focus on. I'll leave the shaking of Chloe
Yeah, that was to
the
everybody.
rest of
That was
y'all.
to everybody.
But yeah, you do pull up in front of the general store. It's a small building, as most of them here are, but certainly big enough to fit some folks inside, and a counter kind of halfway through it, the building itself, and you know, all sorts of you know, things laid out on shelves behind. As you kind of give a knock and push the way in, I would presume everyone goes in. Oh yeah, you'd like to buy a general. Right now they have a really good special on some old heroes, some generals from back in the day, trading cards.
Cool.
None of them,
I
of
thought-
course, are actually named. They've specifically rubbed the names off the general trading cards, but you know, they're definitely not counterfeit. You should buy them. But no, you're kind of greeted behind the kind of doorway by a woman. Kind of seems to be a little younger than middle age, kind of late 30s, early 40s, perhaps. Long red hair, kind of tied back in a messy braid. She's seems to be kind of nursing some kind of injury. She's wearing an eye patch over one of her eyes, and kind of inclines her head up at the group as you kind of all walk in. Hello there. What can I get you? What can I do for you? I see you are all new in town. Kind of smiles.
Yes, hello. That's not my voice. This is.
The Electo, yes.
Yes.
That wasn't Electo either. Who was that?
That was like Musa.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Right, we're discovering somebody
That's
entirely
the
new.
next
Noel, who never got to
Oh.
get played in the
That was.
corner.
I think that was Whimsy. One of Evie's characters.
I just sawed open my skull and crawled on it and started palling this flesh mech. Sorry. It's better charisma than me.
Arno's got great charisma.
Yeah, but she's also trying very hard to keep a hood up and over and not look anyone directly in the eye.
Lane looks desperately to V for a moment, like.
V smiles like very pleasantly at the shopkeep lady.
I like the other
And,
two people that have the best charisma in the party are the ones that are like, nope, no one's talking to me, no one's looking at me.
Make eye contact. Do not make eye contact.
But yeah, V will like just smile and nod to the woman and just be like, yes, we're only stopping in for the night, maybe a couple of days until the rain dies down a bit. Is it common for the rain to last a while?
Kind of like looks out the door and shrugs. And, normally it lasts decent ways. A lot of rain in these parts, but well, yeah, takes it as it comes. Looks pretty heavy out there, huh? don't think it'll let up too soon.
I just threw back
Oh.
so many M&Ms. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. Give me a second.
Can Shang Sui offer to tell the weather using fortune telling?
Yeah, sure. It'll take you a little while, because fortune telling is a process. But if you sit down for a good 10 minutes, try to, read the clouds and such. You can certainly try. Take you a little while, but ooh, 23. Of course, I'll give you a result now, but we'll assume you do take your time on it, and we'll cut into conversations with the party, before you find your result. But as you kind of read the clouds, roll some bone dice with your mind and try to see what the future might hold in terms of, your local forecast.
Next, weather with Shang Sui.
The result you get is confusing to you, because reading the fates of the weather isn't even particularly hard. A lot of people can do it without reading the fates, just by understanding, the winds and the clouds, and it's something that you've done before to a moderate degree of success with your own fortunes. And you're just getting an vision of an endless sky beset by clouds.
Ah, shoot, we're going to Seattle.
Broken up only by what you think are pockets of great effort, not mere chance.
Okay. Then I had offered to get some money from doing this, but now I'm more distracted by how strange this fortune is. And I don't talk to the rest of the party about this until later, though.
Yeah.
To myself.
And
That goes along with the pin.
And while you're, trying to divine this, you kind of focus on the conversation that's happening during it. Yeah. What are y'all asking? What are y'all feeling? She kind of looks up at the side and is oh, yeah, this looks like it might last a while. You folks want to buy maybe some tarps or other water prevention? They might walk around a little less drenched as you are.
He looks down at herself.
Gosh, I don't know how to speak anymore. I gotta think about questions. Hold on. What was that gasp? Someone gasped.
I didn't hear.
Oh, okay.
I think it was just Evie breathing.
Oh,
Sorry. Man, I swear my apartment building is haunted. People say all the time when I'm on the phone that they'll hear a cat meow, they'll hear a woman speaking, and there's nothing. It's really weird.
Definitely. Does.
It was just me. I was just living in your walls.
Thanks. Oh, awful.
I really don't know questions, guys. What should I ask, fam? With the rain,
what does water prevention mean?
just ponchos? I don't know.
Is it a poncho or a potion?
I don't know.
I got tarp.
You got tarp.
I
Got tarp
tarp.
on stick.
Oh no.
Brackets.
Umbrellas.
Umbrella.
I immediately
What
thought
about
back to the temple.
I was gonna say the thing about tarp on stick is that is also just a tent.
It is.
Depends on the dimension.
I got tents too. I'm not gonna keep as much water off you while you're walking, but
I'm gonna. We can come back to the. Yeah, what kind of tops do you have?
well, just some leather hides. beaten into shape. Leatherman, he used to prepare him. We're still waiting on his apprentice to take up his job, but...
Or did something happen? Is he away?
Well, he's one of the folk that went somewhere.
I see.
Town's tanner.
I see. I've been hearing a bit about that, yes, from the innkeep. I'm so curious, how many people have gone missing at this point?
Around about 4 or 5.
I see.
And it's
I like how that was
lot of
said
us.
I like I thought I said that in general.
It's been slipping in there unintentionally for this one.
Ah. Trying my best here.
Can't think of any questions that aren't like super insensitive or just like. How'd
So, like,
you
you
get
think
your
they're dead? Like, I know there are questions I just need to think, and my brain's not working right now. It is not working at all. It is running on fumes. And my eyeball is itchy again, so it's hard to think.
Has there, besides the fact that, from what we've heard, everyone has been a shopkeep of some point, has there any other sort of connecting threads?
Gee, I wonder about that. Could be. Nothing that I'm too perceptive to, I think. Why do you think there's something that might link it all together?
Well, usually when this many people go missing, the answer to that question is yes.
Well, I mean, that certainly is true. You know, there's one thing I might be thinking, but I don't know. It feels like kind of a stretch.
I'd be happy to hear it.
Just kind of give it a little, like, peer and look at your faces all kind of, like, seems to and haw for a bit. And I hate to point fingers. I just... They all of them, so far, they've been frequenting the tavern awful lots. Not that that's all that strange, little town like this, but they're awful chummy with... No, don't say anyone I said something like that. That's kind of talks not much appreciated, you know. Kind of again seems to gaze in, kind of giving you all a look. Zara stepped up to talk earlier, kind of like shrugs a little bit, especially if it's coming for a group, coming from someone of our persuasion. Assume you're here for a reason?
It's between Arla and her. Disappointment. Oh, eye patch. Got it.
Did I miss the eye patch? I'm dying a little bit over here. It's so hot in this room.
Oh gosh.
Don't die.
Sorry, what I miss? I just got back.
Not much. We have been struggling to ask questions, but she's saying that the people have been chummy with the tavern. They would go to the tavern a lot,
the previous victims had been notably going to the tavern a lot more.
Getting chummy at the tavern or being chummy with the people in the tavern?
That you can't get chummy with a tavern. I mean, I should be baby.
Didn't someone marry a train station? I think anything's
No, I said getting chummy at the tavern, like getting chummy with each other.
Gotcha.
What are we
You
all
know what I
assuming getting
mean.
chummy means?
I believe it is a term that refers to chopping up a bunch of fish and then tossing it into the water in the bog to try and
right.
find a
of
bunch
course.
of like other,
For the
Yeah.
corpse sharks.
you know, yeah, for the bog sharks.
For the bog corpse sharks.
Yes,
Yeah, the undead bog sharks that are causing the
obviously,
smell.
yes.
They're real. Don't let anyone tell you they aren't.
Seen them. I seen them with my own 2 eyes.
I seen them.
Therapist said not to listen to you.
Well, there are river dolphins. I would believe there are bog sharks.
And they're undead. Don't forget it.
Oh, they're pink too. Some of them.
Aren't those the ones that are like they are supposed to cause nightmares or something? That's like the speculation about them.
What?
I don't know. They are nightmare like they are nightmare
Yeah.
fuel if you've seen one.
Yeah.
Kind of posted in general here. But yeah. Oh, I'm sure there's bog sharks. Can't believe it.
They're
What
so
about-
fleshy.
How you'll forgive me. I'm just a curious mind. How between the disappearances, how long were there? Like days, weeks, months, seconds?
It's only been going on a short while. A couple weeks. All told.
Couple weeks. Let's see. And you'll forgive me. Where did they disappear from? They just walk out of their house one day, or went out to get milk and never came back?
Kinda. Gives a non-committal shrug. No one sees them.
Well, where were they last seen?
Going back home.
I'll buy
So-
those tops you mentioned.
Yeah, of course. That'll be call it a silver.
Silver. Fantastic.
Sure.
I've got one of those.
I've got one of those.
How just one?
Are they like ponchos or are they umbrellas?
More umbrellas.
Kind of looks back at everybody like, anybody need a top? Do you need a tarp? Do you need a
Chaucer
tarp?
shakes her head. She's fine. She
Uh,
has ball.
We will
4.
also shake her head. She'll like, I guess.
3.
No.
2.
What are you gonna do, huh? Hide under Shang Sui and use her as an umbrella?
I'll just
That's the plan.
pack up a few of them and
Thank
just
you.
call it a silver for your time.
Oh, I'll give her 2 silver.
Mhm.
V will kind of like look embarrassed, but be like, if you don't mind me asking, I'm noticing you're holding yourself a bit strange. Are you injured? Are you okay?
No, just it's a bit embarrassing to admit. I'm just a bit uncomfortable around new people. Not the best trait for a shopkeep, I know, but most people aren't new in town, you know. Don't see a lot of faces I'm not used to.
I suppose that makes sense. Can I like roll anything to see if that's a lie?
Absolutely, yeah. That's perception.
Can I re-roll that?
You have
0
your
points.
Okay. So,
Never mind.
we totally believe that.
You are like so sure, cause like, God, you're the same way. You look at this like awkward shuffling, and you're like, oh fuck, I do that. I'm like, Dad used to yell at me about that.
She got anxiety. Yeah, I don't.
I think while conversation is having it, obviously, it would have been points where she stopped to also talk, but I think Arlo would have probably sort of been looking around, just sort of casually browsing, but mostly looking for anything that really sticks out as being out of place.
Yeah, totally. Go ahead and take your perception check.
I'm also going to hero fight.
Godspeed.
Hey, 22.
Much better.
That's certainly better. Certainly better than a 10. As you kind of poke around, kind of pipe up a couple times, especially kind of, what she said in your direction a little earlier in your head, so you start poking around. Obviously, lots of general goods around, tarps, rope, wood, repair goods, fishing supplies, little bits of food here and there. Behind some of the more usual things, you find, a staff ready for, perhaps travel, perhaps for striking, a dagger, sickle that seems a little too clean for just, herb work.
Like, as in freshly wiped down, or just hasn't been touched?
More like it's been cleaned.
Okay.
That's no one in this town.
Find anything you're looking for?
Can Xiangsu look around at all the trinkets and general goods?
Looking for anything in particular?
Not really. She's just kind of browsing because she doesn't want to raise any attention to herself while she's money balling.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's easy. Just don't even need to make a roll for that. You're just kind of browse around and try to make yourself not too noticeable. You're all got your hood all up and everything, so you're quite cloaked. Yeah.
Arlo will pick up. You said it was a sickle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Arlo will pick it up. Sort of heft it, almost like she's considering the weight. And sort of turn. And I kind of, again, as much as possible, trying to obfuscate looking directly in anyone's eyes. They're like, this is a beautiful, the blade on this is quite beautiful. You must not have had this for particularly long. It's, looks very clean.
Oh, well, take good care of it. I got it from, a good friend of mine who came through town not too long ago. He said he didn't have much use for a nice sickle like that, so hoped that I might be able to sell it off someone, but I just haven't been able to bring myself to do it. It's just too pretty.
Where was it? Did it look like it was with the other wares?
Not particularly. It was a little bit out of the way.
Wasn't like tucked behind like a desk or something though, where it's like, this is a private object.
It was not tucked behind the desk like private.
Yeah.
It seemed more like in and amongst things, but obscured.
You say you're not particularly used to travelers coming through. A sickle's particularly useful around here. I'll be honest, I'm not super familiar with sort of swampy areas.
Well, certainly if we were talking about a scythe, then might not see much use, but any, well, herbs people grow, we gotta harvest them somehow, even if they're just in little pots or whatever.
I was going to nod and sort of pause for a bit, as if she's dropping it. She's going to come back to this in a moment, though. In the event anybody else had other things they wanted to say in the meantime.
Sorry, does Shang Sui find anything while she's looking around?
You do kind of pick up on a lot of the kind of similar things that Arla would be picking up on, but it doesn't seem like there's more that is like suspicious in and amongst the goods. But certainly do also eye those like suspicious objects, especially as Arla's kind of looking around too. Were you interested in anything else, or just coming through town and curious about how things are going? No real bigger reason? Kind of looking at Arla.
We certainly are passing through town. Always helps to stock up. Is it common for people to pass through?
Well, towns in the bog don't really get too many passerbys, so not all too much. I don't think we've had any visitors in quite a while.
I want to start pushing, but I don't think that there's a way that this can happen without it be starting to become a lot more like obviously just questioning this person.
Can Shang Sui eavesdrop and try and perceive if she's lying?
Yeah, no, you all are privy to the conversation at hand. You can certainly roll perception, see if you can get a beat on this. Just give me a moment here. Certainly seems just kind of uncomfortable. You're not getting necessarily the impression that there's too much deceit going on here, more just not too comfortable with being asked too many questions.
Okay.
Arla is going to return the sickle, but is going to sort of be watching for any sort of signs of relief in doing so.
You can go ahead and check a roll on that.
What? Cannot see shit.
Has it been long
Blinded
enough
by
that
the
we have
light.
another hero point?
I already do.
Since we started the episode, it has been an hour. Whereas we don't necessarily immediately start playing, but I start counting from when we, air quotes, start the episode. So it would be hero point 2 time.
No, I am gonna hero point it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Worth it.
There is certainly like a small exhale as you kind of put the sickle down. More what you're picking up on though is like
It is a blade.
It is certainly a blade. You are more interested, and again, you get the kind of expression the relief you were kind of expecting on that. You do pick up on that. It's subtle, but it's there. Beyond that, you are seeing that she's kind of obviously looking around at all of you a little bit, but is eyeing you much more scrutiny than the others.
Okay, Arla is going to sort of keep looking around, aware of this. Gonna say, sort of like calls Fluffy into sort of tightly heel.
Sorry, I would love to have a quick chat with somebody with a discerning eye. Just some personal problems, kind of shrugs, kind of non-committally. Would you all mind if I had a chat with your friends here? What kind of motions to Arla?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, look how Arla's reacting, but
Yeah.
the answer is, bitch? Yeah, of course we do, mine.
Kind of gives you a look, Arla, of like, kind of like I'm trying to find the right words, but it's like a look of like, come on.
Impatience?
Not quite impatience, more just like
Urging.
like a look you give your idiot buddy who you are you desperately need to like pick up on something, like work with me here.
Play along.
But they are just like
Completely oblivious. Yeah.
obviously not the situation at hand, but it is
Can-
the look that she
Can
gives.
I, if Arla does go with them, can I use Fade into Daydreams to like watch from like sneaky position?
Yeah, it allows you to be concealed. So I'd give you like a circumstance bonus to like hide behind something if you're using
I'll
that.
hide behind Fluffy.
Like so.
Sorry, Arla will nod at the rest of the party, basically being like, "It's fine. I should probably go warm up the room. It's gonna be a cold one tonight." And then looks at Lane like and nods very pointedly.
Wait, what did she say?
You should go heat up the room. It's going to be a cold one tonight.
All right, so I'm fucking stupid, but Lane's not. What does that fucking mean?
As in, like, oh, here's a reason for you guys to leave.
Oh, okay. Cool. Lane will just kind of nod and be like, "All right, I'll wait for you. Let us know if you need anything." But we're not going to the room. Sorry.
No, she's not
Thank-
expecting you to. She's just giving you an out.
Panel
yeah,
like this all peering through the window.
She'll like motion
To be
for
two
everybody
stacked on top of each other.
Exactly.
to motion for everyone to follow her out, but she's gonna stay right outside the door, just out of
Yeah.
view.
For sure.
Okay.
You just
Shang
watch
Sui
her wear
pretends
these,
to
right?
leave and then fades into Daydreams.
Yeah, and you
sneaks
can
her way back in
roll
as
it.
Ball.
roll your stealth. I'll give you a little circumstance bonus to that, +1.
Where'd he go?
And if this works, you're gonna get a good seat, because Arla is not letting Fluffy go far.
Okay. I think I may want to hero point for that.
Up to you. It would be a 15 with the bonus that you got.
Okay, how do I?
If you're trying to re-roll, it would be right-click and re-roll with a hero point on the roll.
Okay. And then we have 2 hero points now, right?
You should, yes.
Sit for me.
Okay.
Hey, 20. Yeah, you
That's
kind
better.
of orb up and get like kind of under Fluffy's
Orb up.
little
Orb up.
legs.
I disrobe and orb up.
Yeah, and do seem to be unnoticed, both by Arla and by the shopkeep.
Does Fluffy notice me?
You're like in and amongst his legs, so probably, yeah.
He just walks more bow-legged.
Mm-hmm.
He's like aware you're there, but doesn't do anything.
I'm just hidden beneath his legs, like shh, don't say anything.
This is a fun game.
This is a bad time for you to play with me, okay?
Every once in a while, you notice he just like kind of like does the like thing where he like puts his head all the way down and looks under his legs, but you don't pick up on what he's looking at too much. Something.
He's a curious little guy, and as far as he's aware, this is a game that he is playing.
It is. And yeah, I'll just you know, shuffle tokens as appropriately. And yeah, as the kind of door shuts and the two of you are left in the storefront here, she does just kind of wait for a moment, a good like 20 so seconds, kind of like looking a little impatient, and then just going, okay, so that's probably long enough, do you think? They're gone by now?
Arla is going to sort of tilt her head, lean back like she's checking the door. Yeah, probably. She's playing along!
So, going to cut to the chase and ask you to cut the fucking bullshit. Who are you here for? Who's your fucking mother?
Oh god, I actually don't know if Arla even knows her actual mother's name. She really doesn't like to share, and I am not allowed to tell you.
God. Insipid bitch. Sorry, I shouldn't talk ill of someone's mother in front of them. Just... God, isn't that just the way it is? No. Well, I have picked up on what you're after. Yes, la-di-da, I'm here to fucking oust the goddamn hag that's here for the fucking game they're playing.
My mother loves to keep me in the dark as much as possible. Do you mind explaining the rules? I don't remember which game I'm currently playing. Or what pawn I'm currently acting as, I guess.
God, you're clueless. Kind of
She really prefers to see me flounder.
pulls her eye patch off of it. It's just been sitting fucking uncomfortably on her face and revealing one bright blue eye, like the color of color of a fantasy lightning bolt. You know, not yellow, bright blue. In stark contrast to the kind of normal greenish shade of the other one. The big one, the competition, the fucking one all the hags are up to right now. See who's the fucking top dog, ousting each other, and who gets to work under it. Now, are you just look? I'm not here to get in your way with whatever your mother's sent you here to do or not do. Just, I've finished clearing out her little fucking courts. Let me finish the job. Or give me a hand. It's not like any of these people are thinking on their own heads anyway. Not for since she moved in.
Unfortunately, I don't think I have the liberty to act in aid of anyone. But if you tell me exactly what it is you're trying to do here, I can make sure I stay out of your way.
Kind of just like clicks her teeth. I'll ask you to roll deception to like really sell this.
Hey, yeah! Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm thinking I technically, because I got a hero point from the recap,
You
correct?
did.
So I should still have one at this point. I'm gonna do it and hope that my luck holds.
Hey.
Yes, it does.
Those second rolls going great. Just you clearly already know. You don't need to beat around the bush anymore. I was going to march into the tavern tonight and fucking take care of her now that her circle's dealt with.
for my better understanding of the picture, when you say her circle, are we talking, more... And she taps the side of her face with the red eye, or not?
Well, one of them was the one I took care of before this one. Hence the eye patch here. But it's mostly just country bumpkins charmed by her and doing whatever she wants them to. Well, it's especially surprising she even lets your pretty little friends walk about town, given how much she hates people that look better than a toad.
Arla looks like she's gonna say something, and then decides not to, but there is a tiny amount of hurt ego on her face. Well, a group of travelers who theoretically might have people waiting for them suddenly going missing in a small town, especially one in a bog, would certainly draw attention, I would imagine.
That, or I've made her sufficiently desperate. By the way, just my luck, but you're in on the game too. So, just call it a draw. I'll credit you and your mother at least some of the credit due if you just stay out of my fucking hair. Okay?
Sorry. Yeah, I know the rules. Are you sure you know the rules?
Maybe you should tell me just so we know that you know.
Arla is going to nod, but not necessarily say anything else.
Right. Well, if that's all. Kind of does a little cough and I suppose you should be getting back to your friends.
I just felt myself die inside.
Yes, I thank you for the advice. And Arla's going to turn around and walk out the door.
Shuang Sui rolls with Fluffy, or in between Fluffy's legs, and come out like, oh my god, Arla's a changeling?
Do you say that out loud?
No.
Okay, just double checking.
It's a dramatic gasp. As far as Shuang Sui is aware, Arla is in on it, whatever is going on here.
It's gonna leave the store and sort of gesture for everyone to follow and walk a little bit further away.
23 deception is a convincing lie. The DC to lie to Shuang Sui is only an 18, so yeah.
Yeah, Shuang Sui's gonna stay away from Arla though. Shuang Sui trusts Arla a
little
little
line.
less now. At least for now.
Just kind of trying to get out of what she would assume would be earshot of the shopkeeper.
Walk with your friends for about 20 seconds.
Gonna look at Lane. It is hags.
I thought so. I am not. I might be stupid as my player might be stupid, but I'm not. So she was totally a changeling, right? She mentioned something. I'm like whispering this to Arla.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Eye patches have never been the most convincing one.
No, it was. You know, I could have almost believed it if it had not been for the something about our kind or whatever. And then she looked at you.
Wasn't subtle, was it?
It wasn't subtle at all. I don't know what game she's fucking playing, and that accent is horrendous. My partner just sitting there.
No, me delighted. She isn't
You're
doing a
right.
good accent.
It's hard to do an accent badly on purpose.
Are you alright?
What does she want? Either for me to stay out of the way or to help.
Stay out the way of what? Does she know what's going on?
Apparently, this town has found itself at the epicenter of a type of game, a competition, a battle of fucking hags trying to outdo each other to stand at the tippy top of something.
That sounds like the worst kind of party.
Kind of pats her on the back.
I couldn't find out a lot of exact details because I didn't want her to realize I didn't know what was happening.
That's just how I've gone through my life, dear. Well, what did she tell you? And you can totally recap as much as you want.
Yeah, Arla would basically explain that the shopkeeper was for sure a changeling and is the one responsible for having at least replaced 2 people. Confirmed, but probably significantly more than that. But all Arla was told was inner circle or circle. And her next target is the barkeep or the tavern keeper. But Arla also has reason to assume the tavern keeper is also a changeling, so shit's just messy.
Is Shang Sui an earshot of this or no? Is it just
Yeah, Arla would have waited for the entire group to walk over before explaining this.
Okay.
Okay, Shang Sui looks at Lane and the rest of the party and is like, "Can I talk to you for a minute?"
Sure.
Okay, well, I don't mean to shock you, but I think Arla might be a changeling.
What? No way.
What?
You know,
Do you think she's
Are
in
you-
league with the people here, or have we all been led into a trap?
Lane, I need to refresh myself because we don't. It's been a bit since we played. Lane knows, right?
Lane's
Lane knows.
fully aware. That's
Lane
why
knows.
my reaction
Lane
was
Are you-
literally.
exactly. That's why
Are
this
you
is-
are you rolling deception on this, or are you just like, is it a bold face? Like, oh no.
Think here about what Lane would do. Let me see what her deception is first of all.
Oh, it's not
To
good.
see it. Yeah, no, see, that's her responsible.
What? Oh, wow. Shocker. How'd you find that out?
You mean you knew this whole time?
Yeah.
And you didn't bother to tell the rest of us?
I mean, Arla seems uncomfortable about it. I wouldn't spread information she doesn't want out about.
Well, you told
Well,
about
she's
your
fit.
heart. I told my whole tragic backstory.
Yes,
How
and
can
we
we-
did so because we were ready. It's not fair to
And
just...
we were okay with a changeling just being on our party this whole time?
She like puts her hands on her hips and like glowers down at you.
What's the issue with that? There's... Like... She's done so much for us. Why would you distrust her now just because you find out she's a changeling? It changes nothing. Pun intended.
Well, considering we're apparently in a town full of changelings now, and we went straight here after your ordeal, does that not seem a little bit suspicious to you?
Arla's been heavily hurt by her parentage. I trust her with my life, quite frankly. I've known her longer than you. By like a day, but that doesn't matter.
That is about it.
It really is. Like, in reality, it is literally a matter of hours that you've known her longer.
Technically, you did fight in an underground tomb with her for a period of time.
And that
but-
changes people.
Mhm. Yeah.
No.
It, like, y'all met her in like the midday ish. You went into the tomb, fought the undead together, went back above ground, and immediately met Shang Sui.
We faced down a mid-2000s memer together, alright? There's only so much you can do
You know
to
what?
distrust
You're
somebody
so
after
right.
that.
Lane's gonna kneel or crouch down so she's a little
closer to eye level with Shangswei.
Shang Sui.
Listen, she is about to. She is about to. Listen, we don't get to choose our parents. We just get to choose what we do with our lives. And I can tell Arla is a good person. Doesn't matter
How
who
can you
her mother is.
tell?
She's
I didn't realize there was a magic to tell good people from bad people.
She's put her life on the line for us more than once. On several occasions. She's earnest and she's rather kind. She's passionate about things. She's still not always forthcoming, but she's been dealt a shitty blow in life. Well, who wants to talk about that all the time?
Just for like, and of course, you know, be as open or not with your own characters, like inner machinations as you feel is appropriate, right? But just for, you know, like context of like what people are picking up on, how do you feel like, because obviously Shangswei's feeling some type of way, not feeling super comfortable right now, being quite suspicious.
Shangswei has
Do you
trust
fe-
issues.
Yeah,
Okay.
certainly. Do you feel like Lane would be kind of picking up on that, or like the like feeling that she's got, or more just that like she's being distrustful, like just from how Shangswei is acting and like the look on her face and stuff?
Is that a question towards me or
It's
towards
more
Toto?
a question for Toto.
Okay.
I do have a look of kind of like hurt and like sort of betrayal from these people who like I've been starting to travel with and starting to come to like, but finding out that they've been keeping secrets from me.
Listen, it's not always easy to be honest about things. If I'm being honest, I only talked about my heart because it's kind of forced out of me. Shoots a look at O'Hara.
Gives you a nervous wave.
Hara just does that.
I would rather have kept things under wraps, and I tried to for a very long time before you knew me. I mean, everybody only found out I was a noble and then that I died and such when it was kind of forced out. Ala's not hiding this because she... Well, she is hiding it because she wants to, but she's not hiding it for malicious reasons. It's self-protection.
Well, what other secrets could she be hiding? What other secrets are you hiding? Or are you all just in on this? You talk to V all the time.
No, I didn't tell V. Again, I said before, Arla didn't want that. I only talked with Arla about it, and I only figured out because I put 2 and 3 together. She probably has lots of secrets. I think I probably do too. I'm starting to think. I don't know what people know about me anymore. That doesn't matter. You know, you build up to secrets. You don't just go, "Hi, I'm Lane. I was murdered. My parents are rich lesbians, and my husband and I don't actually love each other, but like, it's complicated."
Lesbians.
It would be kind of weird if you just came out. We've only been traveling together for so long, and I get why you're struggling, and I can.
Do you? Do you really know?
You have been hurt in the past, probably. You've told us a little bit about your issue with your magician fellow and how he quite literally stole your body. So yeah, that kind of would cause a lot of distrust issues, I can see.
Can we, like, roll diplomacy against each other and see if Shangswei will trust her or not?
I mean,
Almost.
It would diplomacy, you know, I'd
Alright.
certainly be happy to, you know,
No!
see if this is a thing that happens. Are you not proficient?
No, sorry, I just witnessed my bird eat a clump of poop.
Oh. That was such a disparate no.
No, I get it.
Because I cannot decide if I want Shangswei to believe or not.
Mhm.
No, then that's up to you. Like,
Lane doesn't trust, like, she doesn't distrust Shangshui. She
Yeah.
just doesn't love Shangshui.
Yeah, it would be more a role of Lane's diplomacy against Shangshui's will save DC rather than a contested check. If it is something you guys are wanting to roll out, or you can like discuss amongst yourselves, or Shangshui can roll against her own will. You know.
I mean,
like,
yeah,
however you feel
have
like it works out.
I have no, like, I'm not gonna say no stake in it. I have no way to control this. I've said what I've said. I'm not trying to manipulate her. I'm not. I could roll my diplomacy if you want, or you could roll against your will. I'm fine either way.
Up to you. If you don't roll, then I'll just roll against my own will.
Fuck it, let's go.
Hey, that is the DC. The
Cool.
18 would be the would be the number to meet. Yeah, it's against your DC, so you didn't need to roll. But regardless, 18 is your will DC, so an 18 does meet that. So something about this does like seem to get through to her. You know, whether that's immediately apparent or not, is another question. But like,
Shangshui sighs and says, "Fine, but in the end, you keep me in on your little secrets with other people. Got it?"
As long as they're okay with that.
Shangshui kind of like trudges away in her little cloak.
Lean's gonna walk back up to Arla and be like, I'm so sorry, Shangshui was listening in on you, so she knows you're a changeling, and she's rather upset about that. But I think she's okay for now, but you might want to talk to her later. She's definitely slightly distrusting of everything, everyone. She probably distrusts the planks we're walking over, to be quite honest.
the only reason she doesn't is because she's floating above them.
Yeah.
I suspected.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I should have looked out for her.
It's okay. It's not your fault. It always happens eventually. You get kind of used to it. And then I guess we will follow.
And yeah, y'all march elsewhere. Where is elsewhere?
I guess, are we going back to the inn? Now that we know what it's all about? We already bought rooms there, but maybe being there we'll have to keep watch.
Just post someone up in like the main area for 24 hours.
I know I bought for us to have individual rooms or whatever was left, but we all just sleep in one and watch out for each other.
I assume returning to the tavern at least would be the first step.
Yeah.
We can figure out
Yeah.
exactly what's happening after that from there.
Yeah. Then, yeah, y'all, no problems. Again, people still kind of leering at you, but no problems getting back to the tavern.
At this point, Arla starts glaring at people when they look at the group like that.
So fair.
Minorly protective, minorly upset.
Elaine's still not in on the they don't like pretty people thing, and it's just like, where are you alright?
I'll explain it. Just
I'm alright.
And certainly, to be clear, everyone's catching these looks, but it is certainly a combination of looking good and being young that is to the distaste.
Lane and V are babies. I am the age of an old woman.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Lane is the oldest.
Lane is the oldest, but she is a baby for elves.
Yeah, I think Arla is the oldest in terms of not pure
Relative
number,
to-
but yeah.
Lane,
Relative
this is
to,
my second
you know.
character now, who is the oldest in the group, but probably looks among the youngest. No, I think Electo looks 25 to 27. Her under eye bags and sharp
facial features probably age her a bit more, but
Noel looks too.
Noel is a baby. Noel's a child.
He's a 14-year-old boy. And Inno is, of course, the age that you would like them to be. They're a stuffed animal come to life. So, the canon pronouns and ages to apply to Inno are, what story are you trying to tell?
So at once newborn and also ageless. Infinitely ageless.
But yeah, y'all get back to the tavern. There's, you know, a couple fewer people around than there was before. Old woman behind the bar kind of gives you a wave as you walk in. So, did you get any clues or anything? Or can I just serve you with a drink and send you off to bed?
Arla is going to gesture at the tarps. Keep the rain off. It's an alibi. It's an alibi.
That's
It's not an alibi if you place yourself at the scene of the crime.
The reason for us to have gone over there.
should come in handy. Looks like it's bad clouds might be here for a bit.
Typically, how long do they last in this area?
Oh, couple days. Clouds like these, who knows? Hopefully it should be handled in just a bit, over with. Who knows?
Arla is going to nod and keep walking.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Follow Arla up.
Up to a second floor.
Shanse would like to be alone for a little bit, so she rolls out when no one's watching.
For sure. Is there anything particular she's getting up to, thinking about, or is she just kind of sitting on the pier and thinking?
Yeah, she's just sitting out on the pier. This pier's close to the water.
Yeah. Others.
If she had feet, they'd be dangling over the edge.
You're putting your telekinetic hands in the appropriate places to look like you're, you know. You look very
She falls
mysterious.
in, we're never going to find her.
You just sink like a stone with all that gold. Yeah. Yeah. I'll get to a little rickety second floor of the tavern here and find one of the 2 rooms open for you. Couple cots, bedrolls, and such kind of laid out. Not a terribly big room, but you didn't expect one.
I had a pin in something, and I've forgotten what the pin was.
It was corpses.
Oh, so there's a bunch of bodies in the bog, by the way. I mean, I can assume who they are.
Here and now, then, with that being said, with that Blaine picked up on that, take another nature check from someone, anyone, all
Maybe
that is
me?
listening. Could be you, now that you got a little bit of time to think.
I got +7.
Yeah.
Well, I was also gonna do it.
Yep.
Because I think Arla would be trying to figure out if that's normal or not.
Bog
Like, I don't know, maybe it is.
Would V be seeing if she knows anything as well?
You may still be on BRB for V.
I didn't know
Gone
she was
forever.
BRB. Oh my god.
No, not gone forever.
I will also be. Give me just a moment.
Does anyone notice that Shansu is gone? Or no?
I noticed she's gone, and I'm immediately like, she'd still.
I assume once the whole party is in a room, we would notice.
Yeah, probably like as you like went to. Did you like attempt to sneak away from the group, like unnoticed, or did you
quietly
just
like rolled
kinda-
away.
Yeah. Let me do something here, just to see some stuff. Probably as you were to roll away, a little bit of time would kind of pass, and if you get in the rooms, only a few seconds, you'd all sit around, and O'Hara would kind of like tug on Lane's sleeve and just be like, sorry, do you mind if I borrow one of those tarps? Just got...
No, are you going somewhere?
Yeah, just shouldn't be too long, just, checking some stuff out.
Be safe there.
I'm assuming she's going after Shang Sui. I've noticed. I'm assuming I've noticed because I'm trying to do a group meeting of there's bodies in the bog. Before they leave, Arla will stop them and just,
Hora, when you get back, I owe you an apology.
I couldn't imagine what for. Gives you a half-hearted grin and grabs one of these tarps on stick and marches on down. First, we will handle the conversation with the group that is up here upstairs, and we will come to this other scene.
So yeah, just thought you all should know that the missing are probably adding to the bog's brilliant ecosystem.
Oh, I totally forgot to address the nature as well. The roles that happened. Arla, you're not like a expert on bogs in particular, certainly, but you know enough to know that usually bogs and swamps and the sorts, when a body gets put under them, they don't really rot that quick. Especially not enough for someone to notice a smell in like a week.
I don't know that bogs are usually filled with bodies, but
I would imagine not.
I will say that from my understanding, they tend to preserve them better than
Yes.
open air, let's say. I
Well-
imagine that you could get caught in one, and that could be a way to get into one and end up a corpse in the bottom of a bog.
Yes, I don't know. There's been all sorts of crazy magic shit going on.
And yeah, even if you've got a really strong headache coming on, please feel free to take care of yourself. Have a good rest of your night. We still got 3 of us, so I'm happy to keep on going. Hopefully you feel a little better here in a moment. Sorry your head hurts.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Have a good night. Get rested and drink some water and all
I
sorts.
will. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
We still gaming.
Let me just. Sorry, you guys can keep going. I'm just gonna adjust the UI.
I can't say for certain if any of the bodies in the bog are or are not any of the people who were killed in recent days. I know that one, or at least this is what the shopkeeper was claiming, that at least one of the victims was a changeling, but it does sound like the rest were not. And I don't love that.
Indeed. So it's all like some weird competition?
Yes, and it's mostly sounding like the town kind of just ended up stuck in the middle.
I see. And it's between the innkeeper here and the shopkeep?
Or their mothers, rather.
Or their mothers, or one of their mothers and one of them. It's not clear. Like I said, I kind of had to just bluff my way through not getting most of the information.
No, that's so fair. Well, at least we know what's going on. As to how to put a stop to it, I'm not too sure.
Of that, I am also not certain. I told the shopkeeper I would keep out of her way, but
What,
I think
keep out of her
because
way.
it-
Is she planning something?
Yes. It appears that the last target, the last sort of goal, is the tavern keeper.
So the one causing all the murders is the tavern keeper's side of the competition?
Well, it does sound as though the shopkeep said that she took out quite a few people. Mostly the tavern keeper's circle. Again, I did not have a lot of information to go off of.
Okay, no, it's alright. We can work with this, maybe. Well,
Just so clear, I am not keeping that word if other people are going to get roped into this.
no, I didn't think we were actually doing that. Well, I don't know too much about hags. Or anything really. Maybe I do. I don't know. Do I know anything about hags competitions? Them having this, like, do I know what's going on? Can I roll something?
Y'all both have, a little moment to think here, so I'll take a recall knowledge from Arla and Lane.
Right, that's the little button down here.
Now that you're sitting down, got some time to think and bounce off of each other, the both of you would kind of start coming up with some ideas here. That maybe you don't know exactly what the quote-unquote game that is being played here is, but often Fae will compete with deals or competitions or things with certain rules that they or other powerful parties might lay out and try to oust each other of power. Sounds like this is something that's going on here, and as you both kind of realize that, Arla, you kind of remember something that she said, the shopkeep you were talking to, air quotes, the shopkeep. They said something to the effect of, let's see which one of them earns the right to work for it.
I did remember that, yeah. She said that they were competing for the right, the ability to work for... The word I got was it.
Does that ring any bells for me? I don't know much about Fae.
It's pretty vague. It very likely, based on what you guys know with your recall knowledges, is not referring to a Fae. It would be quite rude for someone working directly under a Fae in one of these competitions to refer to a Fae, be it an Arc-Fae or otherwise, as just it. It would probably be attributed some type of title or full name or something of the sort. Proper addressing is very important to Fae.
So not a Fae. Interesting.
That's what you would think.
Okay, yeah, that's saying that loud.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think the fog is clear, and I don't know if talking to the tavern keep is a bright idea, considering everything going on.
I think that I would agree with that, though I am almost certain that she is very much aware of me, at least. It does not necessarily bode well. I have struggled my entire life to understand just one hag. I don't think I have it in me to try and understand more than that.
A bit of a crazy idea. What if we wait for the night and maybe do some reconnaissance, sneak around this tavern and see if we can find anything? It kind of looks, does that kind of grimace like, eh?
I worry that we won't have tonight.
Mm-hmm.
What's
your concern?
Well, it certainly sounded like things were going to be moving fast. I didn't get a timeline though, so I'm just kind of going off of a hunch.
Maybe we should stay up tonight in rotations and keep an ear out then. Unless you want to do something about it before this other changeling does something about it. Woman changeling. Liam pinches the bridge of her nose.
What I would love is to have more information.
I would love that too. That's why I moved. That's why I recommended the stuff. I jump into the bog.
So fair. Looks lovely this time of year.
Yeet!
Releasing so many good, like, swamp gases.
Delicious. So good for
They're
our lungs.
probably either really good or really, really bad for your skin.
We probably all have cancer now.
It's not
Sorry,
fucking
that was-
nuclear.
I was gonna say, that's not usually how that works.
Well, who knows? It might be. You don't know.
Gas is responsible for cancer.
Our list DNA is already weird, alright? We don't know how this works.
Yeah, as y'all kind of discuss and ha, we're gonna shift perspectives for a little while so that, you know, we can bring everyone
Yeah,
still
for sure,
around into
please.
this conversation as the two of them kind of stall out, maybe wanting to wait a little while, and another conversation happens in the meantime as we turn back time ever so slightly a few minutes. It's kind of walking down the gangway.
Did you check your DMs?
Oh, goodness me, I did not. Just a moment. Da-da-da-da. Okay, yeah, no, I totally, okay, gotcha. Yeah, then, as the camera is hanging on O'Hara as they kind of walk, down the way and into the kind of tavern, on the way to the door, kind of give a, fairly, full of nerves kind of nod to the tavern keep, the old woman there, but for anyone that's been had a single conversation with O'Hara, that doesn't even ring any alarm bells for anyone. That's just how they greet people. And heads out the doorway, kind of looks around where Shang Sui might be, kind of spots the kind of cloaked figure from behind, kind of by the edge of the waterway down here in the bog, and kind of not long after they walk out and see him start walking down that direction, see the hooded figure kind of collapse in, falling into the water. Shang Sui, you're gonna be looking to roll some perception.
Alright.
As 17, as you're down under there, orb, heavy certainly, but
Yeah,
you've got your psychic powers. It's if you didn't, you'd certainly be sinking quite fast. But you're aware, but you could at least,
No, I
have
let
a-
myself sink.
a
I
little
let
bit of-
myself
yeah,
sink for a
you
little
want-
bit.
You want to go down. You want to see
Yeah.
what's going on down there, right?
Mhm.
So like you're sure, but like you could probably get back up. Might take you a fucking while,
Yeah.
but you could do it. Sure, probably.
Yeah, I just
And-
want to, go in the water and be, chilling for
Yeah.
a little bit
Sink
in the
down,
bog.
down. Heart seeing you fall into the water kind of runs up,
Sploosh.
does not see you, and is gonna run back upstairs to go tell everyone what just happened. And as you're down there, as you're kind of looking around in the murky depths, you go much further than you thought you would. Certainly, it's pretty deep down here, and starts to get dark. Not a problem for you. You can see just fine. But much darker than you would have hoped. Kind of look around, see in grayscale these strange, broken bodies laying around down here. Clearly wounds from a blade on all of them, but bizarrely rotted, malformed almost, seemingly after they were hidden away. And we go back to the others as footsteps. Shangshui fell in the bog.
What?
I went out to look, and I saw them tumble in, ran after, I can't help.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. I guess rushing out of the room
Mhm.
and down the.
While I'm running,
What?
I'm thinking, is it safe to jump into a
Mhm.
bog? So I'm gonna roll a medicine check. I'm assuming medicine would be.
Shangshui, roll a fortitude save and a
Fortitude
will save.
And a will save. Okay.
Mhm. Okay. As Lane, you're fucking running down with the others in tow, kind of follow hard down to the pier. You're like, look, touching bog water is not a guarantee that you're gonna get sick. If you don't have any open wounds, it doesn't get like in you, you're fine. But there's lots of grossness in bog water, just generally. It's not good for you, right? You wash off properly, you'll probably be fine. Especially if you don't have any open wounds, which y'all don't. All of you are at full health.
Okay.
But
So, yeah.
bleh.
Yeah. So Lane's jumping in. Then
Yeah.
Mhm.
she's gonna rip her dress, like pull her dress off because I need something to get. I'm not walking around with bog water on my clothing and jumping in.
Yeah. As we get out onto the boardwalk, Arla's gonna just start like pulling layers off.
Mhm.
It's heavy. Can't swim very well in layers.
Yeah, haha.
Big
Lane's
balls.
just gone. Swan dives
It's
into
the
the water.
difference between wearing no armor and wearing armor is that you can
There
just
is.
fucking rip that shit off.
Uh,
I needed to give her a new outfit, anyways.
going to take a single second to tell Fluffy to stay, and then also jumping into the bog.
Decidedly,
Going in together.
Decidedly, Fluffy is doing the like the dog left on a pier as you take your boat into town for 10 minutes thing where he's just like
Doing the like happy dance, like spins in a circle a few times.
I am going to make sure that Arla and I are never more than like 5 feet from each other when we're in the water. So
Yeah,
if that
totally.
means literally holding hands while we're in the bog swimming, then we're holding hands. So we're just making sure that if my hand is out, I can swipe and touch her
for
body. I don't imagine how visuals are the best down there.
They're not. Just checking vision types. Of course, if
The
you,
cat.
I believe Arla just does have low light vision.
Oh no, Arla!
And Lane also has dark vision. So Lane, if you are to, with your knowledge, what you know, if you open your eyes, you'll be able to see down here, but that is gonna be risking yourself to getting some kind of grossness in your eyes. So your choice, if you are to take that risk, will be a fortitude save if you want to open your eyes. Arla, you're pretty sure in most water, you'd probably be able to see all right. Even if you get lower down, there's still some light down here. This stuff is murky. You are quite likely going to be struggling to see much, even with low light vision. There's just not enough light for there to be low light.
I will. Can one of the few things that Arla have kept on be the lantern, and can it be on?
I believe the lantern is magical light, so let me give a little peek-see at that. White hope a lantern, spraying light leaves secrets no place to hide. You can light or extinguish it. Free action once per each turn. Nothing but a thought. Concentrate traits shines for magical traits. Attempts to reveal the unseen. +1 status bonus to visual perception. Notice things that's also within the light. +1 checks to recall knowledge. As it is magical light, and it's specifically like needs like magical counteraction. I'm gonna say sure, it lights and is fine.
I don't think Arla's expecting it to do a lot, but a little bit can help.
Yeah, as it shines out some light, it certainly gets a lot easier to see down here. It's not like penetrating as far as you would think. And something that you do realize as it goes out is not that like it's not as far reaching as you would think, because of just the fact that you're underwater, or that there's just murk and shade down here. It's like there is magic pushing back against it. But it does light up somewhat. About half is what it usually would.
Okay.
And you swim down and go back to Shuang's Way on those saves you made. As you feel this like rumbling somewhere down in the water, like there's another mind somewhere. It doesn't even feel close. You have no idea how far from the surface you are, or from the bottom, but it doesn't feel close, but it's thrumming, grumbling out here.
From below me?
Somewhere down, certainly.
Somewhere.
Whether it's east, north, west, south, you're not sure, but it is below. An image flashes into your minds. Near skeletal teeth, draconic, clamping down around the orb that you rest within, cracking it wide open before you flash back where you are, gasping. You've taken the frightened 2 condition and are physically alright. So you ever swim down? I'll take perception checks. You do get a +1 because of the lantern.
Sorry, for them, right? Not for me.
Well, you can make one as well to see them on the way down. They're glowing too.
I didn't add the +1, but 16.
Mine's adding the +1, so.
Sorry, I think I rolled for initiative.
You did, but it's the same mod, right? So, and Yeah, Arla, you would be struggling to notice a little bit, but Lane, as you're going down and with Arla in tow, with the lantern glowing, kind of making it a lot easier to see, you see the floating, like, rags of Shang Sui's cloak orb held within. Like, it, clearly you're like, oh shit, like panic is in their eyes, but it doesn't look like they're worried because they're underwater. More something else. Like, it looks like they're seeing something. Certainly underwater isn't good either, but that's what you're feeling, and you've been down here for not a super long time, longer than you'd like. It's been a few rounds getting down. As you do reach Shang Sui, you can see each other grab onto the fucking orb and start going up. The
I'm
three.
like dazed from the frightening vision I had seen. But then I suddenly see like a light behind my head kind of flickering and shining. I feel something grab me and start pulling me up.
Your naked ladies just suddenly surround you.
No, Arla's not naked, but she did strip off most of her clothing.
Certainly the bigger armor she was wearing is
Oh yeah, it hit the boards,
lattice.
and all you could do was like.
Yeah.
Lane's like,
You know, technically it would take longer to take off armor than just that, but it's fine. It's fine. In this situation, it's more focused on the roleplay of the moment rather than the, like, too much being worried about, like, oh, actually, it takes this much time to take off medium armor. You're fine. As, yeah, you get to her, start sewing back up. Obviously, y'all are holding your breath as tight as you can. Water's kind of crushing around you. Kind of really crushing around you when you get to her. A lot of pressure. Make fortitude saves, both of you.
Oh, fuck. I'm not terrible.
28. 23.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you both managed to endure this pressure down here. It's surprising. You don't think you're that deep. You can't swim all that fast. But it is bearing down hard. And as you're back on the way up, I'll take athletics checks from our swimmers here.
Alright. That I'm terrible at.
Not hard to let yourself sink down. A little harder to go back up. Oh my god. That untrained natural 20 0 strength critical success.
It's the adrenaline.
Yeah.
something Michael Phelps. Let's go.
Yeah. As you get a regular success on your natural 20, you do manage to swim up with your Shang Sui in tow. Arla is falling behind a little bit, is managing to swim up a little more, not far behind, but is certainly starting to lag behind. The light of the lantern certainly helping. Arla, fortitude save.
Arla!
As let me just just one moment here. Seeing what will be the most like appropriate one for where and what. But yeah, this is as Arla, you will be taking. I just want to make sure I'm doing the name of the damage type right, because I am not good at knowing new ones. I believe it's I believe the damage type is mental, not psychic, but I just want to be really sure. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think it is called mental damage.
Yeah,
Because psychics can change physical to mental.
Yeah. Yeah, as Arla takes 14 mental damage.
Jesus.
Does Shangshui realize, is she like out of her like frightened trance yet, or no?
You'd be down to frightened 1 at this point, but certainly are still like scooped. Doesn't mean you can't act or do things, just means you're a little less capable, right?
As I see Arla sort of floundering, can I cast telekinetic maneuver on her to push her up?
I totally think you can. Let me just quickly give it a little look over. Rush of telekinetic power, move a foe or something they carry. Attempt to disarm, shove, reposition, or trip the target using a spell attack instead of an athletics
So
check.
this would be a shove.
Absolutely. So it's a spell attack roll against Arla's unarmored AC, which would not be nearly as good as it normally is. So give me just a second to see what that unarmored AC would look like. Yeah. So make an attack roll against 16.
Okay. Can I use a focus point on this, or is that not a? I don't think it's a focus. No, it's not. It's on.
Yeah, it's not a focus cantrip. Yeah, it's just one of your level spells. 26. Yeah, that's a critical success on that.
Ow.
So, absolutely. And I'll re-equip your armor on your sheet now, but I don't need to worry so much about that. But yes. So, just the shove, critical success, push your target up to 10 feet away, and stride after it, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, if you were to like, and this is totally fine, you can like hold up a little bit basically and communicate, and you can certainly shout out. You've got like a bubble of air around you. Your orb is not leaking water into it. You can, or it doesn't seem to be, as people like you can yell out to be like, Lane, 1 second, and like float out of her grasp, float down as Lane like holds onto the end of the cloak basically, so you can get behind Arla and fucking push her. Arla, you just shoot out of the water.
Sploosh.
Torpedoes.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you hold a floaty or a pool noodle under the water for too long.
Yeah, just
let it go.
rocket out on the 10-foot shove. And yeah, Lane, you succeeded your check, so you also are able to like get up to the top, pull Shangshui up with your success, holding onto the end of the cloak, and
Hell yeah.
out of the water.
Throws the orb up onto the deck before crawling up. Just lying down on the side on the wood, just.
Yeah, I can't imagine that it would have felt good coming out of the water. Like,
Mm-hmm. It certainly was quite sudden. You've got a little bit of lightheadedness going on, but you are certainly free from whatever was making your head hurt so bad.
Is everyone okay?
The orb is a little more full of water than usual,
Mhm.
and heavier than usual, I mean, because it's full of water.
Yeah.
But Changsui kind of like looks at Lane and Arla and is like, why did you come save me?
Why did you jump into the bog?
I just wanted to be alone for a little while.
In a bog?
Yes, in a bog. Don't judge me.
I'm not judging you. I'm judging you a little bit because you could have gotten seriously hurt or even died someday.
And again, you were not too worried about the water of things, orb, all that. There's a bit of water in here, certainly not currently enough to fuck you up. What you hadn't accounted for was whatever the fuck you felt down there. That was not normal. And certainly Arla and Lane felt some of that too. Arla, especially when you took that mental damage, also felt this like near skeletal jaw almost tried to pull your mind down with it.
You'll have to excuse us if we weren't sure if the person without arms or legs could swim back up.
And we had a right to be concerned that a bog is fucked. There's also corpses in it.
Yes, I
can't-
know. I saw.
I can't imagine the yeast infection I'm gonna get.
Oh, there's something much worse in there. I don't know what. Something much worse in there.
But you still came for me.
Oh yeah.
You don't even like me.
I don't agree with everything you say, and I think our relationship's got a lot of growing to do. And I'll admit at times I want to rattle you like a little brain. But it doesn't mean I hate you. Or even dislike you.
You don't need to like someone to give a shit.
You're
Can-
right, Arla. Here,
Can
let
I
me take a
roll
look at you.
deception to try and hide that I'm crying?
Oh, BB!
Yeah, totally. Hey, against, just regular perception DCs, that is certainly more than...
Can I use
They're
my
gonna
hero point to
notice.
try and reroll lower?
If you would... hey, this is a thing, if you want
Dang it!
to fail a check, you can...
Oh.
You don't have to roll it. Like, you can just be like, oh, I'm rolling deception, but I failed the check,
Okay,
whatever.
yeah.
Like, you're...
Okay.
Yeah, take your hero point back, all good.
Okay.
Just refunded that.
I just
But
pictured
yeah.
like as you suck up the hero point and put it back.
I'm not crying. Water just got into my ball.
Layton she's kneeling over Arla and just kind of turns her head because like Shang's raised to her back based on the map and looks at her and then it's like, come here, and just rolls Shang's way over to her and like awkwardly, not awkwardly because she doesn't want to, but awkwardly because she's like, I don't know what physical feeling Shang Tsui has, but it's like just like stroking the top of the ball. I'm
Hopefully she has clothes on by now.
no.
Oh, okay.
Haruka comes over and like covers you with the umbrella.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's get back inside. I'm glad I noticed you slip away.
I'm gonna really quick. She reaches for her clothing and just slips that back on and just, oh, it's worse. It's all slimy and I feel it on my skin. Please, let's go inside.
Arla's a little shaken, so it takes a few minutes.
I rolled a medicine check for Arla, by the way,
Oh, that's wrong.
to treat Arla.
Yeah. Okay. 15.
Before
totally
putting your clothes
regular.
on?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. It takes like, I guess unless you're using battle medicine, but will take 10 minutes so you can wait, get dressed, shuffle inside.
Yeah.
Check will take effect then after you have
Yeah.
a bit of time. But 15 is totally a success. So go ahead,
2d8?
roll your 2d8. Yeah.
10
10
points
health.
restored.
Mm-hmm. As you still a little hurt, but yeah, you give her a look over, brew some little herbal tea. It's mental damage, it's more about soothing the mind than it is the actual body. She's got a little bit of a nosebleed going on, but you patch that up and get her some nice like chamomile, calm her down. Seems to be okay.
Show me a
Mostly.
Rorschach, ask me what I see.
Yeah.
It's just gonna take a little bit for Arla to gather all of her stuff, but
Lane will carry Shankly back.
Shansper kind of like looks at both of them and kind of like looks at Lane and says, I think I owe you an apology.
It's all right. I mean,
No.
thank you. Eh?
I thought that I really wouldn't care about whatever you guys were trying to do and whatever your motives were. I thought I could just use you and lose you and move on with my life. But the truth is I do care, and it hurts to find out that you don't trust me enough to tell me things. and that you keep secrets from me. I understand that I'm probably keeping secrets from you too, and everyone has their secrets, but it just hurt to feel that I was being left out.
Be just sitting there like, what am I, a pancake? I can understand that. I do. I'm sorry I'm sorry that you felt left out and that I contributed to that. It's never my intention. And I'm sorry that our relationship has never quite gotten off the ground. I think we all could try a bit harder with each other.
But for future reference, that water was awful, but you really don't need to save me from water.
Yeah, good to know, because I'm not jumping into a bog for you again, unless you need it. Please don't need it.
I couldn't breathe underwater. It was fine until whatever was down there started grabbing at me and sending me visions.
Hey, you remember that it you were talking about, Arla?
Oh, fuck.
I feel like that's it.
Yeah, but there's a decent chance that you're not wrong. For the record, Strong's I'm going to always assume that you do need the help.
So you can jump into the bog after her next time. Not me.
And then Shangsui kind of like rolls over to Arla as well and kind of says, I owe you an apology as well. I shouldn't have spied on you.
How is that? Oh, well, I honestly just thought you had sussed it out.
I just wanted to make sure you were safe, but I wasn't expecting you to be a changeling. And the way you were talking to the shopkeeper, I thought you were both in on it together.
Too good at lying.
Fortunately, it's in my DNA. Before we get in,
What is DNA? Do we have a medicine check?
It's
for that?
in
I am
my-
+1 for medicine.
it runs in the family. Ah!
People know about DNA. You can roll a fucking 52 on medicine at high levels. There's people that know about
Yeah,
that
that's
shit.
true. That's true. There's people who know about it.
I come by it naturally.
Most
Shangsui
people
doesn't
probably
know
don't.
about
Maybe
it.
not,
Yeah.
commonly disseminated knowledge to commoners. But if you got your smarts and your
No.
training, you've heard about some stuff.
Let's not ask Arlo where she heard of the concept, because I don't have an answer. My heritage is one that has often meant that I do keep this a secret from everyone. Because of shit like this! She sort of gestures around. Wasn't me trying to keep anyone specifically out of the loop. I was mostly doing it to everyone.
Like I said earlier, I just figured it out.
You and O'Hara are the only people who did, which is again why I owe you an apology, and turns to sort of, look at O'Hara.
I've never been good at talking, but I'm good at noticing, which I guess is good right now. Kind of looks over at the orb, and I'm just sorry I pressed you.
It's okay. I don't.
I'm sorry. I know I have trust issues, but I think I can trust you a little more now, considering you risked your lives to come save me in the bong.
Provided we don't find ourselves in the middle of a power struggle tonight, I will explain more, but I don't think here is the right place to do it. There's too much happening.
Mm-hmm. And as you I'll chat and discuss what the fuck just happened. There is a little sliver of information, and this maybe will be of more interest to one of our players who isn't here, so I'll bring this up next week as well, or if someone can in the recap, that'd be awesome. But, perhaps because you were down there longer, or because your own mind is elevated, you're psychic, you're kind of more in tune to minds, as it were. Your own is empowered. It's different to other forms of magic. Arla certainly felt this near-skeletal force presence aggressing out to them, consciously or otherwise. You were able to discern a little more form to it, in that it was certainly, as mentioned, near skeletal, almost a husk, but nor was it undead. Certainly, at least the shape of it, in the moments before it crushed the orb in the vision it showed you, was more draconic than human.
Yeah, and can I also let the party know about, like, the wounds inflicted on the bodies?
Yeah, for sure. The strange misshapenness, the, confirming that they are rotten before their time, and not just, blade to the throat, which certainly they all do seem to have, like a singular rounded slice to the throat down there as well. It seems like they probably died pretty quick, and then something happened after they were disposed of. And of course, this all, happens as you found another spot to have your chat, whether that's back in your room or...
Probably back in the room.
Yeah.
For sure. And yeah, of course, carry on, continue your chat.
Well, once we were back in the room, Arla would basically relay the information about the shopkeep, how they were a changeling, and sort of like the people they'd killed, and that there's like some sort of power struggle sort of happening, and there's some larger which, I think we kind of came to this consensus that we think it might.
Yeah.
We think that it might be whatever that was, and that she thinks that things might be moving pretty quickly, and there might be something happening soon,
Tonight?
if not tonight. Yeah.
Well, what should we do then?
That's what we were trying to suss out before we went swimming. I'm not sure, to be honest.
I think that if we wanted to try and get more information, say from the tavern keep, it might. I don't think I can be the one to do it at this point again, because I am almost certain that if she's aware that I'm a changeling, which I have every reason to believe she will, and she knows that I went over to the general store, there's not going to be a lot of, I'm going to assume things will be bad.
I guess the question is, though, what kind of information are we looking for? What it is, and why people need to die for it, and such. But who are we to assume anybody's going to give us that information?
I could try talking to the tavern keep.
You could. You're probably better at it than I am. I'm not
I could use Figment to disguise myself. Or, sorry, Wandering Reverie to disguise myself and try and deceive them.
A little peek-see at the future.
No, that's not one wandering referee death. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
Let's use fading to daydreams.
yeah. Part of your subclass.
Yeah. I mean, I could just like pretend to be someone while cloaked up.
Yeah, you have the archetype for it. Certainly.
Yeah, I have this guy's self.
Yeah, you. Let me hook up.
Wait, I did have a disguise feat, right?
Yes, it's your
Yes,
your
I have
archetype
alter ego.
dedication.
Dedication, yes.
You are able to.
Yes, I can assume a role.
Yeah, take the assume a role activity, which does have a couple of requirements, but it's certainly something that you have. I would assume it's something you've kind of worked at. This is a little bit habitual for her, I think. That you'd meet the requirements for some of this, and that you've spent at least an hour studying someone within the last 3 days that you would intend to copy. Could include meeting and learning from someone that's in that role, tailing on spying on them, using magic to kind of keep an eye on them, some other method. As long as you've had like someone of like not much note, you can
right
just kind of slip into that disguise.
Can I assume a
good.
role and pretend that I'm also like a changeling so I can talk to them?
Yeah, you know, we'll say it's certainly you could like take on the guise of someone that's been in town and change it up a little bit, you know, put a different kind of like affectation on to like try and come across like you might be a changeling. Ooh. It might make it a little bit more difficult to pass that off, but you could certainly try.
If I may, she is aware that we're inquiring, so you could pretend to be yourself. You don't have to pretend, rather. Or one of us, if you so choose, to get that information. I feel like you asking her more questions. Oh wait, no, she doesn't. She doesn't know that we know she's. Never mind. I just realized she doesn't know we know that she's a changeling, probably working for a hag that's working for whatever is in that goddamn bog. Sorry, ignore me.
You were technically spying on me. You could just admit to that. You know, omit some of the other things, but.
Wait, so is the tavern? I'm confused. Is the tavern keeper a changeling as well, or no?
Don't know. Just know that she is she's like a pawn in the power struggle, or a player. We're not entirely sure.
Okay, so what would it be best for me to disguise as here?
You could also just not disguise yourself and just admit that you are suspicious of me and why. Obviously, don't give everything away, but
of course,
I have made a choice to walk around looking the way that I do. If she knows, she's going to know.
And you're certainly quite good at deception, Shangshui. You are. You
yes.
have a plus 11.
Yeah, that comes with the
yeah, you got free
disguise,
expertise
so.
in deception for your archetype.
Okay, and then what specific information are we looking for? Obviously, what is it? What is going to happen tonight?
Well, I don't know if she knows that there might be a move made on her tonight, so I would maybe not recommend giving that away, because I don't know, if she's killed anyone. Because if both of them have been killing people, we may find ourselves in the middle.
Okay.
Oh my god, Ko is having a fucking meltdown.
Buddy.
He has been screaming at my door for 30 minutes. I'm gonna have to get up and feed them really quick. I'm sorry.
He hasn't stolen a face in a while. He's got to steal a face.
Gotta go hunt some faces for him.
I gotta go attack some poor person on the street and steal their face. Be right back.
Normal
Gotten
things.
lazy. Makes me do all the stealing.
Every single time I hear his name, that is what I think of.
Well, that is his name. It's Ko the Face Stealer. That is his legal name.
I like the idea that the Canadian government has just like a piece of paper that has like a picture of your cat and then legal name, Poe the Face Stealer.
Yep. But yeah, assuming you guys are confident in sending Shangshui down in, her usual disguise or otherwise, and spinning this half lie, you can be more than free to move ahead with that.
Alrighty, let's try it. Deception time.
Hey, and we'll hold on to that roll for, of course, you are gonna have to, spin a lie at some point, but it's fine. You knew I already.
I thought I had to roll it to
Yeah, exactly.
make myself disguise in the first place.
That is true actually for the impersonate thing. That's part of assume a roll. Absolutely, you get a +1 to the impersonate action from the archetype. So you got a 30 on that.
Wow.
Which is
my God.
quite good. Of course, again, it has to be someone you've observed recently you're pretending to be within the last couple of days. We'd assume someone that is, here in town, but, it could also be someone you really had an eye on back in
I'll be,
Karan,
what was his name, Garrett?
Or you could be even like the dwarf you guys ran into on the road. You certainly had an hour to observe him.
Oh yeah, we never did find out if he
that's
was
true.
related.
Okay, let's be the dwarf then.
Yeah,
'Cause,
for sure. You
Yeah, he might have come into this area before.
take your time, gather up all your supplies, and put things together with your mind. Kind of,
Yeah, I turned my long hair into looking like a beard.
Yeah, of course, it's like a physical disguise. Of course, you're using like a kit and all that, but because it's not like magic. But the way I certainly imagine this, and of course, feel free to like correct me, is you get all your like disguise materials out, and like fake beards.
Well, I
hair,
can use magic
whatever.
too, like figments to like
Oh,
help
certainly
with
help like enhance a little
and
bit.
hide the crystal ball.
Yeah, and as you like,
And pretend I'm wearing clothes underneath.
for sure, and as you like get all your supplies out, you more rather than just like being like, oh, I take this bit, take that bit, take this bit, like consciously doing things, more you just like let your mind wander and imagine yourself looking like this dwarf, and it all just kind of
Comes together.
floats up, comes together around you, and of
Become
course
dwarf.
physical real
Become
disguise, but like makeup applied, magic sheen on certain bits to make the orb less noticeable, fake beard on all around. 30. This is at least for your party members around, a critical success on this effect. You guys all watch in fucking amazement as Shangshui goes from a ball with a beautiful woman's face inside of it into a curmudgeonly middle-aged dwarf, the one you saw on the road the other day, like 1-to-1.
Idea.
All right, I'll be off then.
Lane tries not to
fucking
lose it.
Waddle downstairs to go find the tavern keep.
For sure.
I've never seen anybody do it putting the makeup on. I can do it in reverse, but
Do I put makeup on the orb as well?
Yeah, I assume you like, use a little bit of your magic to like obscure the orb a little bit and like, what have you, whatever feel like makes the most sense. You did critically succeed, and just because you're an orb, I'm not gonna take your archetype like make it more hard for you, right?
Yeah.
You make it work using entirely, well, mostly non-magical methods. Of course, you have your spells you're kind of augmenting it with, but like it's like 99% totally just physical stuff you've slapped on your face, and it works. You got like gloves on and whatever, hide your hands and all that, because you don't even have those, but using like a little fucking mage hand puppeteering to like gesture convincingly-ish.
Like gloves on and stuff.
Yeah, kind of wander downstairs, boots trudging as much as they can. Kind of
Yeah, squeaking on the floor from the wet stuff outside.
Yeah, and it kind of gives you a look as you come down. Down.
And then I kind of like remove my hood to reveal that like I've been a dwarf because I've been hooded this whole time up until now. Okay, I flip the tavern keep a gold piece.
Oh, is Ray giving away money? Did she hit her head while she was down there?
Well, she's feeling in a mood right now, okay? She's feeling in a generous mood right now.
She's playing a part.
Yeah.
Kind of like looks down at the gold piece and kind of gives a like
So,
partly toothless.
have you seen the party I've been traveling with? I haven't been traveling with them long now, I tell you, but I feel suspicious about one of them.
Well, certainly some of them seem to be an interesting sort, but desperate times. What's got you feeling suspicious?
I don't like give him the gold coin just quite yet. I kind of tap it on the table and twirl it about using, of course, my psychic powers because I don't have fingers.
Yep.
Well, I just want to know I'm safe, you know. I don't know if I'm doing a country accent or Scottish accent. I can't do a Scottish accent.
Look, whatever accent comes out, it's all right.
I just want to know if it's safe, you know. That I think one of them might be a changeling.
Oh. That's certainly that would be a problem, wouldn't it?
I know. You know anything about them changelings?
Only say folk tales, that sort. Replacing young, getting up to deeds for their foul mothers. I couldn't imagine if I was something like that. What a life.
Can I use perception to check if he's lying?
Yeah, you could certainly roll on her.
Can I use a hero point?
Yeah, you got it. It's certainly been enough time. Clear that initiative.
I keep using initiative perception. Oh my gosh.
I'll get.
Okay,
I mean,
I'll
the
just-
buttons are pretty close together, and it's the same modifier, so.
I know. I'll just reroll. Okay, there.
Yay.
That's my hero point. I'll remove one of my hero points.
Just give me a moment here. It's a good thing, you got that one refunded to you.
Yeah, that's true. But I think it has been enough time where I would have had another, but it's fine.
Yeah, as definitely the tone is more like mocking than it is deceptive. It's less like
It's more like sarcastic.
yeah, it's certainly like it's enough that it would come across to most people as just totally like, oh yeah, changelings are scary. Oh, wow, what a life. But you're definitely picking up like almost like a not disdain, but certainly like a mocking, like it's something not more intimidating than she is, but lesser.
Oh, she's a hag. She's a fucking hag. I knew it. I knew
Kind
it. I
of-
knew she wasn't a changeling.
I kind of suspected.
Yeah.
Okay.
Couldn't do to have a strange changeling like that living in my, our town.
And then, what should I ask next?
Imply that she has something to do with the disappearances? Maybe?
Sure.
I don't know.
I mean, I have heard something about the disappearances in this town. You wouldn't know anything about that, no, would you? Maybe I feel like I might have been led here into a trap.
Well, certainly lots of my folk have been disappearing. I mentioned before they were starting to act weird. Now, if you're talking about changelings, that does explain it, doesn't it? But your friend came in with you. How long have they been together?
Only a couple days. I just don't feel like I can trust him completely, you know? You know the feeling.
I do. Well, then I think there's probably more than one, if you've been with her for days now.
You think they could all be changelings?
Could be. You haven't happened to catch the color of her eye, have you?
No, I don't think so. Bit colorblind in my eye.
I see. My son's much the same way.
Can I, like, stare at her eyes? Or I don't know how hags work.
They're both kind of a dull shade of green. My son, he had trouble with colors as well. Back before. He was the town's butcher. Kind of a solemn look comes on her face. Was.
Let's see. You think there could be any hags nearby?
Oh, perish the thought.
Oh.
I know you're just as scared as I am. I can't imagine something that terrible being someone near us. Gives my beard the gibblies.
It would certainly be frightening for anyone that would to try work against it. Those things are mighty indeed. Frightening.
Yeah, there's no way they could be here. There's nothing for them here, right? Right? Who would want to live in a town like this?
There's something everywhere for someone, isn't there? Whatever.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I mean, you own a tavern here. I didn't mean to offend, of course. What made you stay here anyway? In this damp, dusty town?
Oh, well, I've been here for longer than most people have. It's sort of been a matter of investment, isn't it? And, well, there's interesting things about. I thought it was a nice place to settle in.
Can I use occultism or perception to try and see what she's talking about?
I would take. Give me a moment here. This is probably more, if you feel like you have an appropriate, applicable lore skill. It's more society, knowing about the way hags are, the way they talk, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're realizing she's on the surface not saying anything that is actively deceptive, untrue, or that really even stands out all that much, only if you approach it from the perspective of this is a hag, this is a fae. It cannot lie. It starts to stick out to you. There's a lot of doublespeak. A lot of things that totally are just oh yeah, old woman had some fond memories here. She's been here most of her life. Had some things of interest, but kind of had her settle down. Makes perfect sense. But with what you have been talking about with your friends and your party, you realize everything she said also totally lines up for I've been here longer than anyone. I settled down here because I thought this was a good place to set up proximity to the goal of the game.
Anyway, you seem to know a thing or two about hags and changelings, far more than an uneducated dwarf like me.
I've been around.
Now, I don't mean to scare you, ma'am, but if there were hags in the area, what could we do? How could I protect myself? I'm just feeling shivering up to my ear hairs.
I need you to stay a dwarf for the rest of the campaign.
It's delightful.
Check the art thing in the Discord.
Oh, good.
No! Wait. You edited the ball behind the helmet!
Yeah.
But fucking for streams reference, I feel like I have to like get this on stream in a moment here. Give me a
Please.
second. The fucking edit on this.
It's pretty convincing, you know? I look just like him.
Yeah, certainly. Give me just a moment. I fucking have a perfect idea for this image's name. Okay. Open our little thingamajig. Image. Okay. File. I love taking a moment here, but this one's worth it.
I am begging for this to be in the thumbnail.
As there it is, right on stream here. Of course, our friends just see it in our Discord. The image, but I have named Sensui.
Yeah.
The fucking edit of fucking Senshi Dungeon Meshi with her
Yeah.
face. Let me zoom in on this. Or behind the goddamn
Okay.
helmet.
You can see the orbs now.
This is awful.
Oh my god. It's so bad.
All right. That gets to get removed.
Incredible.
Oh dearie me. Okay, fuck. Where was
Anyway, I
I?
slapped the gold coin down and I'm like,
Yeah, I.
you know anything about them?
Yeah, how would I defend
changelings and,
myself? Was the.
hags, just so I can, protect myself.
Well, the first thing I do, I would leave. If I was you and your other friends, of course, the suspicious one notwithstanding. But if it did come to blows, only one thing really works on Fae. That's cold iron. Can't stand the stuff. Disgusting.
I see. Cold iron. I think I might have an iron pot back here, or something of the nature. But I'm not too tied to this body right now. I think I might just skip town altogether.
I'd recommend it.
Are you
really
sure?
would.
Oh my god.
If,
By the
of
gods.
course, there were a hag, which certainly, what are the chances of that? Not
Well-
many of them around anywhere.
Well, you know us dwarves, we're the superstitious type. I don't like risking.
I've always
stuff when it comes to
appreciated that
magic.
about your folk. I always have.
Yeah, some may call us uneducated, but I don't want to risk getting turned into a toad, you know.
Certainly not. Toads are funny little things in their own sort. Anyway, neither here nor there. Point being, I always liked dwarves more than I've liked, well, any of those, elves and hoity-toity.
Disgusting.
Aren't they
Disgusting
just?
elves.
Aren't they just? Ugh,
They
think-
look like
they could even call themselves
they look like
Fae.
carrots shaven clean.
Awful.
Up in the end room, Lane just sneezes repeatedly. Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
an elf too.
20 years.
Yeah, the pointy-eared look like carrots right to be plucked out of their heads.
Isn't it just? Well, I won't take too much of your time.
Now,
Thank
hold
you.
on though. All this talk about carrots has got me hungry. Here's a gold coin for the information, but I got more if you're willing to serve me up some hot food and consider chatting for a bit.
Oh,
I think you're quite good company here.
well, appreciate that. It's always good to have a nice chat, isn't it? Well, I'll bring some soup round and we can talk each other's ears off.
Okay, is there anything else we want to know before?
You are disguised as somebody we thought might have been charmed in this area.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not sure because we never technically found out. So that
Yeah.
could be a lead
Well,
to Days. We don't know.
Did the tavern keep recognize me as dwarf or no?
Did seem to have like a moment of like, hang on, before you started like talking and they kind of like slipped into your rhythm.
But we also remember that he didn't have memories of what happened, so you could reasonably pass it off as like being like, also, I have an entire part of my day missing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no real way to be like, who are you working for without being like, you're a hag and who are you working for?
Yeah, and that may not turn out well, considering
You could mention the bog like smells weird.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. We can talk about the bog. I can bring it up after she brings the food, and I'm like, ooh, this is so warm compared to that cold, nasty bog outside.
Does almost seem to like is like yeah thanks food whatever, but like say like cold nasty bog, it does almost seem to like take a little bit of umbrage to that. Just like, well, it's certainly cold, but it's not as nasty as a bog ought to be, isn't it?
Now listen here, though. This soup is proof that the nastier the bog, the more delicious the vegetables. Am I right? And they take like a big scoop of food and like drag it into the beer and pretend to eat it.
I agree to disagree then.
Well, what do you think the bog is like then?
I think they ought to have all sorts under the surface. Some of it's nice, some of it's not. Most of it's just interesting.
I see, like fish and stuff. I get you.
Mm-hmm. Certainly all sorts of things under one. That's of history, lots of history under these bogs.
I grew up around a lake, you see, and then, by golly, they had fish that whole lake clean. How's the fish out here in the bog, though? Is it pretty full, or would you say more empty?
Well, it provides as much as it ought to. Hopefully more as time goes. But it's an uphill battle. Especially for piddly old biddy like me. There's other folks that are certainly got more going for them than I ever had, that are looking to move in on what I would love for my life, me and mine. But here I am, working away day by day.
You better be careful what you wish for, though, because legend had it back in the lake I grew up around. They said there were so many fish that attracted a sea monster down under the depths. Something with like a big old fins and a fishtail. They started gobbling up all the fishermen along with the fish.
Wouldn't that be something? Well, some sort of kraken or something down in your lake.
Yeah, something along those lines. Though I'm not sure what them krakens look like. I think it was more of a ichthyosaur or a plesiosaur or something along those lines.
Certainly some sort of beastie. Wouldn't that be
You don't
something...
think that could happen in this bog? This bog's far too small for something as big as that, right?
Like, throws her head back and like chuckles a little wildly. One could only hope for something that interesting round these parts.
Oh no, not for me. I'm just a humble dwarf. You know, going around looking for magical gnomish artifacts. Say though, speaking of which, what day is it? I thought I was supposed to meet up with my party of people at some point.
I thought you were familiar. You were due here a couple days back, weren't you? With a different group, not the one you're with. How'd that happen?
I was? I don't remember. I don't remember ever coming to it. I would have remembered this place. Let me tell you what.
No. Well, word around town spread that there were some mining sorts on their way, and I thought that symbol on you there. I thought it looked like the sign people were talking about. This wasn't quite when you didn't show up. Wasn't expecting you to. I'm glad to see you.
I don't remember any of that at all.
Isn't that
You don't
strange?
think I could have been put under a curse or something, do you?
Oh, certainly possible. But
No.
you don't remember things for that amount of time, woke up somewhere without any memory. It's either you drunk yourself stupid, which, dwarves, you never would do such a thing. Certainly like to drink, but never to the point of inebriation. It would take too much to do it, wouldn't it?
Of course. I hadn't got drunk in my entire life.
Don't I even have enough liquor here to wet your beard? But if it's not that, what else could it be?
By the gods. You don't think one of them changelings or hags or krakens did it here, do you?
Could have been any. Could have been any.
And I gotta get out of here. Thank you for the food.
Of course, go. I'll see to it. Keep myself alert about the disappearances, all that. Keep on a watch. But you and your friends did enough already looking around. Do appreciate it. I'd scurry along now.
Thank you again.
And I hurry off out of the door, drop my disguise, and let it just sink into the
Back
water
upstairs.
or put it back, yeah.
Mhm.
And let the makeup wash off in the rain, and then I kind of float back through a window back into the
We just hear glass clinking against our window. We're like, what? Oh my goodness.
funk. No, I can use telekinetic to probably
Okay.
open it, right? Yeah.
We lock our windows here. We're
I mean,
That's
I
why
feel
you
like
use telekinesis to unlock it. from the
You could
inside
just-
out.
make a noise and we would open it, I
Yeah.
think, regardless.
Mhm.
Yeah, another
Okay,
situation that
so-
take a climb check, even, with your floating, it's still, you've got move speeds. But the assumption is you're going to try enough times, it's going to succeed, even if you have a bad athletic score. So don't worry too much there. You succeed at climbing up the little
Okay. And
side
I think
ladder.
I used 1 gold and 1 silver for that, right?
Yeah, so go ahead and mark those down.
Okay. All right. So from what I've gathered, she's a hag, and they seem to be stuffing the dead corpses into the bog in order to summon something big. She recommended that I get out of here as soon as possible. It seems like something's going to happen, and it's going to happen very soon.
What eye color? If you
Dull
noticed.
green.
Was it a dull green or was it?
Certainly it is kind of dull, but it is possible that there's some magic obscuring things if she is indeed a hag.
I mean, if she's actually not disguising her eye color, that there is a hag that would match up with.
If
Well,
I'm
she could be hiding
correct,
it.
I might have to correct some things potentially, but what do you think it is to see if I am correct? But,
Well, technically,
from what I noted
have
down earlier.
a listing that says that a calome is a type of hag with green eyes. But I could be wrong too.
I'm not sure if this wiki is the first edition or second edition, but I think there's something called Green Hag. I don't know.
I'm going off of the
Mhm.
May ancestries because you get 1 eye from your dad, 1 eye from your mom. So the green
Right,
one.
right.
Based on what you all have put together, and again, this is stuff I put together for certain things like eye color a bit ago, so it's not fully super fresh in my brain. But you would, with what you know about the Fae and everything you've picked up from the way townsfolk are looking at specific people, Green hags hate beautiful things and young things. They hate them.
Wait.
Green hags.
Oh, okay. No, we're both right. Calome is a changeling born from a green hag.
Okay, it didn't list. It just says, for whatever reason, this one says sweet hags, and I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
They certainly don't seem sweet.
Yeah.
So assuming she's not hiding it, which, she could be, that would match up.
I was right. Ah.
Congratulations.
What do we do? Honestly, we may just want to get out of here. It seems like most of the townfolk have already succumbed to this hag.
From my understanding of both having long-term been the victim of a hag's attempts to charm, and just understanding of fae and monsters and stuff, like these are like a lot of the fae charms are reversible, correct?
Certainly, yes.
Even if they are, I would rather not leave them to it. You can sometimes reverse them.
I don't feel strongly about leaving either, as much as I'm not thrilled about being here with present company, not you guys. But all
V,
is right.
what if they take you? Or Lane, what if they take you as well? They seem to be targeting you for sure.
I feel like I have resistance to charm, but I might be thinking of another character. I definitely feel like I'm thinking of a different character.
Might even
I
be
don't know,
thinking of
wasn't it-
elf
was-
in a different game system.
I think I'm thinking of D&D elves that
Yeah.
can really be charmed.
Yeah, 5e
Have
elves.
advantage against it, yes.
Yeah, but I
However,
meant more like
I
the
have a-
murder part. I don't think those people were like
I have a
maybe they were
really
charmed before, but they were
great
ended up dead.
Will score, so I'm not overly concerned. I think she's
Do you
more
say that
excited.
in character? I agree.
No.
My will save is incredible.
You know, I have
You're
gone
what?
to the doctor, and he told me.
No, but what I do say in character is that I'm not worried about that. I mean, these people need help. I can't, you know.
Now, the shop keep mentioning taking out a hag, right? Do you think it was this one?
More than likely.
Certainly, the problem is that I can't feel like we can't just, let them take out that hag, because she very much implied that her mother is, here playing the game, so we're not dealing with just one hag.
We're dealing with at least two.
At least two.
As you kind of bring that thought to the forefront in your earlier, role for a hags, you think bright blue eye, rain, storm
Yeah.
hag.
I might even have an idea of what exactly we're dealing with.
Do share.
Sorry, I literally heard the name and it's gone from my brain again.
Storm hag.
Yeah, storm hag.
So I have a storm hag and a green hag.
The rain. Probably storm hag's doing. Shopkeeper had a bright blue eye. That was the one they were keeping hidden. So that's probably their mum.
Okay.
What do they want though? They're not forming a coven, are they?
No, they're
No.
warring
They want
over whatever's in the bog.
whatever it is that they want to work for, have access to.
Well, it seems to me, based on what she was telling me, they're sacrificing things into the bog in order to try and get it to appear or come out.
Well, the shopkeep did also say that she had been whittling down the tavern keep's circle, so that might be sacrifices, might also just be plain old murder.
So what do we do then? You guys don't want to leave, and we can't just kill one hag, apparently. Do we kill all of them?
From
Or...
again, to give a clear picture of what your characters would know from previous interactions. Of course, it's just more on me for not quite communicating what I had intended to based on your roles. There's certainly you're very certain about the green hag being here presently right now. It didn't seem like the storekeep's mother was here. More that she had been sent here on her behalf.
Okay.
But she's certainly causing some magical effects in the area, setting the stage, as you will, with the rain, the storm.
Depending on how far into potentially becoming a hag, Changeling could also be doing
some of that
stuff, yeah.
But it seems more like, for some reason or another, this power play of hags only currently involves one. That's what's confusing right now.
We're probably looking at trying to depose the current hag who's in this area. It's confusing.
Well, that must refer to the tavern keep then, right?
Almost certainly. At the very least, I think that there are innocents involved, and...
Well, even if we get rid of the current hag then, even though she's doing terrible things, won't another hag just come and take over?
Potential power vacuum? Hard to say. If we get rid of her child, then it would disrupt things, but I don't know.
I think we need to figure out what's in the book. Somehow, some way. We need to figure out what's in the book. Well, having that answer, we might have a more clear image of what we're going into and why these hags are warring over it. And
well, in any case, it's nothing good.
No, it's nothing good at all, but...
And regardless, they seem to be wanting to bring it out, and if we can't just be here forever, killing hag after hag.
Exactly, that's why I'm saying we figure out what's in the book.
Did she imply that something was happening tonight?
Yes, she said I should leave town tonight.
There's a chance that we might find out tonight.
I guess.
Well, I don't think I want us to be sacrificed to whatever's down there.
I'm not suggesting we sacrifice ourselves. Smash cut to throwing Shangsway directly into the bog again.
No, but I don't want us to get sacrificed.
That would be difficult for a group of people, and I've already made it clear to Alla that there is under no circumstances a chance where all of us should be asleep at one time. There should always be one of us, at least one of us awake, and we stay together. We can try and sacrifice us, sure, but it's gonna be one hell of a fight.
If it helps at all, I have spent most of my life making sure that I did not become a sacrifice, pawn, puppet, whatever, of a hag. I'm quite good at it at this point.
So I guess we just wait then and see what they plan to do tonight.
Seems to be our only answer for now. Keep an ear out. Stay awake. Be ready. For anything.